That makes it a little bit better. Blue screen. And he broke it. And he broke it. Can you hear me at least? Lost the sounds. Worst owner of the internet goes to... Okay, did you hear my intro? Did you hear anything? I did nothing but work on that intro from when I worked on the bathroom as well, but now I have to play the music again, which I think it's probably still playing. Let's see. No, it's done. It's done. Okay. Round 2. It's like hump day. You get to do it twice, but that's it. Welcome to the 2024 Recovery Addict Awards Show. Tonight, we relive the highs and the lows we experienced while watching trials together. From the crushing disappointment of a last-minute plea deal to the exhilaration of seeing justice delivered after a fair verdict. Together, we reminisce and reflect on the best of 2024. And now, here's your host, Recovery Addict. Is that better? Is that better? Like, it is great to be here. Now you can be seated. And the orchestra can do the whole fade out thing if you know how to do that. A little quieter, you play quieter, and then pretty much eventually you just stop playing. You can just stop. You're done. Good. Okay. Good. Thank you. Welcome. It is great to be here. I tell you, I am more nervous than anyone else. I almost didn't make it here. It was so close. My Uber driver got caught in traffic. And it was terrible. I'm like, oh my goodness, checking the clock. And finally he pulls in. But by then my food was cold. Anyway, so I didn't have far to go, but I did get here, and I did get my food anyway. It was chilly. I had chili. Hope that's not a problem later on. But I will say that I needed to know beforehand. I didn't think I'd have to require in my contract to spell out details that were just assumed, right? I mean, you hire me to do a job. I'm here. I'm the MC. I would have thought that at least my green room would have had, I don't know, say a floor. That's the bare minimum. Let me just show you what I'm talking about here really quickly. I'm going to take you on a little backstage access and show you what I have to put up with here. Yeah, this is the lock on my green room door. And here's my green room. This is where I'm supposed to be able to get ready. Just about broke my neck stepping in here. I'm sure one day someone's really going to appreciate this. But not today. Not this guy. Look, I got out safely. That's amazing. So that was a bit of a thing. But here we are. Let me lock it up so nobody steals my stuff. I will show you a little behind the scenes, some of the curtain we have here. This is what makes the magic happen. Yes, and I saw a couple of you comment about my hair. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Obviously, not only was the green room floor not put together, but my regular hair gel was gone. I had to use this. Although it's holding quite nicely. And it doesn't itch anymore, which I'm not sure if that's a side effect that's advertised or not, but it was good. All right. Welcome. It's good to have you all here. I hope you guys are ready for a much more lower toned down stream than the intro was, because I'm just going to relax and kick it and have a great time. Tony, I'm sorry. Tony Hoban right here. I can put your comments on screen. I want to show this here. Tony, I am sorry. I am sorry. I don't have any other words on that. I'm sorry. My first live. I'm sorry that this is your first live. Still not a sponsor. I need more cables. Did you talk with management? I'll have words later on, and then they'll tell me what's going to happen, and then I'll do it. So that's how it's going to go. Before we kick off with our awards, which may or may not work properly, we have a couple things to say. First of all, Emily, learn my name or else. Welcome to the gallery. Thank you very much. Greeners, is it too late to bribe the Academy? Yeah, well, no, it's not. Why did you skip the rehearsal? I thought I could just wing it. Chris Wallace gifted a membership as well. True Crime Junkie, the OG member for 20 months. Thank you very much. Said I am underdressed. Well, I didn't show you, but I'm barefoot. If that helps you feel better at all about how you are attired right now. All right. What are you wearing? I'm wearing a tux. It's even got the little pocket square. It's got everything. It's a full it's a full setup. I rented this thing. I rented this just for this occasion. I also moved the camera and it's awfully close to me. So and it's hot. It's hot as get out. It's going to be one of those days. In addition to not having hair gel and no floor in my green room, you're also out of water. I specifically said we needed Deer Park water, and there's none. So it's going to be a rough one. Let's see. Emily says, got some magic money from the Equifax settlement, so I had to start a new year off with a subscription. Looking forward to a great 2025 with all my friends. Emily, thank you very much. Gally May, member for 20 months, another OG. Says, I get to celebrate 2025 here. Love it. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. Hopefully we'll be done and in bed by the time 2025 is rolling around. AZDCS Oversight gifted a membership. What a great way to kick off the new year as well. Thank you very much. Let's see. Hearing that Recovery Addict is barefoot and walked into the green room. Anyone else worried about tetanus shots he will need? No, I specifically instructed the laborers to remove all nails where I'd be walking, and I trust them. It looks like you just left the Hotel Transylvania movie set. Okay, let me just say, this was the first one. This was the first one I found on Amazon. There may be other options out there, and some of them might be better, but this was the one that was the top of the list. And clearly, Amazon knows best, right? Because I've done more shopping there than pretty much any other store in my life, other than Lowe's lately. But if Amazon knows that this is the one that's on top of the list, I should probably buy that one. I should probably buy it. All right. All right. Looks like he just got bailed out. You guys are amazing. You should have kept looking. It fits, and it hardly squeezes me at all. All right, let's get back to my rundown so we can start talking about what is actually on the schedule today. All right, so we'll go back to where I feel most comfortable, but now the camera's showing my feet again. I probably shouldn't have moved it last time. There we go. A little bit better. All right. Where were we? We were starting our rundown. We have to give some awards, and by awards, there's no prize. Really, there's no prize. It's a lot like winning the internet. It makes you feel good. You might be able to download something, and it might, you can print something off, but that's about it. Feet are extra. Yes, that's later on if you donate enough. So let's see if I can get this to work properly. I need to open without running. Okay. And of course, it's running first thing. So this is going to be over there. We're going to run StreamYard from the other computer, and now we're good. All right. So for our first award, this is a not sure if these are coveted or not. We talked about disappointments. And it's not a disappointment on a justice front, really, other than, you know, possibly for the victims. But our winner for the biggest disappointment trial of the year goes to New Mexico, the Alec Baldwin, who is right here. If you want to reminisce, it went like this. Please work. It's not working. I have to share it this way. Oh, I remember. Present, share screen. There we go.
It's on the record.
Well, okay, so just clear, you're a witness, okay? So you can say oath or whatever, but are you calling yourself as a witness? Or do you want Mr. Spiro to call you as a witness?
It doesn't matter to me. How do you want to do it?
I don't think it's necessary, frankly, for this evidentiary record for me to call Ms. Morrissey. I know what happened, and the court knows what happened. I don't think we need anything further.
Okay, do you want to call yourself as a
Sure.
witness? No, well, just a minute. So he's willing, as I understand it, to rest now, okay?
Thank you,
Now,
Ricky.
you don't have to say anything under oath if you don't want to.
No, I'm happy to.
Okay, so not only happy to, you know, I don't, it doesn't matter to me when you call.
Okay, so that doesn't work as well as I thought. I need to be back in there. Okay, I'm still struggling with how this is all going to work. But the disappointment of the year, Carrie Morrissey, the prosecutor, bungled the evidence or bundled the evidence and hid it somewhere. One of the two, depends on who you talk to. And because of that, the state was forced to, well, the judge was forced to look at it and declare a mistrial for the egregious hiding of the evidence that had exculpatory value. And wow, that is really tripping out. Is that better? Whew, that strobe light was killing me. So, already totally called this happening. I did. So for that one, Carrie Morrissey, congratulations. You're the winner for the biggest disappointment of the year for messing up the evidence in the Alec Baldwin trial, something we were all looking forward to, and then it ended in a mistrial with prejudice. Going on to another suggestion. Here we go for the most creative getaway outfit. Now, when you think of a criminal, obviously, people who plan on committing crimes plan on getting away with it. That's the whole idea. And a lot of times they think of what to wear. I thought of what to wear today, and I chose this. Some of you might say that was a poor choice. It may have been, but at least I wasn't planning on getting caught on camera. Well, never mind. That's a bad example. If you're committing a crime, the idea is to get away and to hide. You want to blend in. You want to go somewhere where, I don't know, people won't see you. You won't be noticed. But one gentleman went the other way and said he can hide in plain sight by using the most obvious costume around, and that was Mr. Robert Tellis. Mr. Robert Tellis in Arizona. Pause for a second. We'll bring this over to you live, if it would work. I wish it would just open in that one. Maybe I can do that. Don't need Miss Morrissey anymore. She may go. All right, here we go. If you missed the Robert Tellis trial, this is how he chose to. I have to do this every time. Yes, apparently I do. To share an entire screen, but I can't share audio with that. Okay, StreamYard's bad at this. This is how he chose to hide in plain sight as he was getting away, or thought he was getting away with murder.
Of where the Gehrman murder occurred, that homicide gave to the Public Information Office to release for a press conference on September 6th, 2022.
And there was video, this is sort of a still of the video evidence that was released?
Yes. Okay, can we just play that?
They're the shoes with the, I think they're Adidas. You see the 3 stripes. I don't think you can get a brighter outfit to wear than the one he chose. This image doesn't show them quite as well as the others, but they're 3 stripes. And then, of course, driving your own vehicle is also
So
next level.
At that video, it appears
Next
there's like a
level
normal
professional.
speed of an individual walking. Is that correct?
Correct.
And then a slower version,
Yes.
and then a picture of a car,
Yes.
and then
Yeah. So, congratulations, Mr. Tellis. Most creative getaway outfit, Captain Obvious Award. Thank you very much. Straw hat, high vis vest combination. Yes, he was most notably made it. His main thing was this clearly was done by a professional, by a hitman, by somebody who knew what they were doing, and they just completely ripped that apart. And instead, it was done by an amateur. Love that one. That was a great one. All right, Upstanding Citizen Award. Now this is this award. I'm not sure how to quite share this one out. The Upstanding Citizen Award. It goes to someone who stands out in society as far as their greatness and just how they're a pillar, really a pillar in society. I went through the nominations on this one, and I could think of many people who are just amazing, who just do the right thing in no matter what the situation. But for this one, I didn't pull up the link for this one, so I've got to do it one more time. You guys chose a stream that featured that it was not my go-to on this one, right? If I can get there, it would be even better. Okay, pause, search. All right, we're going to move this over to the live. Make that full screen. For the Upstanding Citizen Award, I need 2 more mice is what I need. Present. Share screen. Why is there 2 of me? Oh, because I'm good like that. You guys went with this one. I'm not going to describe what they're doing here, but there's a hole that pole needs to go in. Yeah, it looks like it got dropped in. Am I messing this up? Can you guys see this? I can't even tell if you guys can see what I can see. Who on this live stream was the Upstanding Citizen Award? Who did that go to? Undo the chain. I'm thinking it was the guy on the back of the truck. It's got to be a person. It can't be the. So they moved it 6 feet over. Trying to get the level right here. The pole one. Picking it up and dropping it a few times. I don't know if you ever seen people working on a pole like that. I guess that's pretty upstanding. So there we go. We'll go ahead and say that was our Upstanding Citizen Award for the year, and just leave it at that. We have a couple that we don't have a awards for. We don't have video for. And I think arguably that poll one should have been one that we didn't have video for. Next one, Heartstrings Award. Y'all know the case where it's just like, oh man, this one hits me right in the feels, right? It hits me right in the feels. That one, I'm just stacking videos on my other monitor. I need them to stop because they just won't go away. There we go. The Heartstrings Award is something we sort of stumbled upon by accident, and when we did, it was remarkable how quickly people sprang into action and decided to help. We were watching Judge Cedric Simpson's court, and a young girl had been involved in not a crime, but in a dispute over rent. She wasn't paying, and they wanted her to. That was the dispute, and she basically didn't have any money. So we brought in all of you. If I can bring this on live again. Present. There we go. And Haley, helping Haley from Judge Simpson's court. This is Andrea, who's joining us. Let me see if I can play it.
Amazing.
Well, I was hoping to say we hit 15,000, but we're $411 short of 15,000 right now. But I think
close.
you're going to get there tonight. So
Of
you might
Viewers?
$15,000 on your GoFundMe.
Are you serious? Is that cool?
We're
Damn
at-
it.
We're at 14,589. So it's
14,589.
but and there are 250 different people who have donated today.
Yep, lots and
that's,
lots of people.
Just your story touched them, and Haley's story, and they just wanted to say, you know, the world is still good, and thank you for helping us see that. So,
You want to say hello? Can he say hello?
yeah, Gavin,
Helping us.
Gavin, thank you, my friend. We're sorry we sort of pried our way into your personal life in the way that we do on YouTube, but your story and with your former girlfriend it touched our heart. We just wanted to help.
That's
And
good.
we are truly sorry for your loss as well. That this is a very hard time for you, and we're sorry about that. All of it, man, it's just a lot.
Yeah, it's been a rough year for me
Yeah.
and Haley, really. But
Yeah.
The world is good, and there are brighter days ahead. And,
Yeah. I think you
Andrea-
guys might have bottomed out now. Here's the good news.
It's that's the Heartstrings Award, the helping Haley, and that goes to all of you because so many people stepped in to help Haley. Haley was in a situation that was sort of over her head, and she'd pretty much lost faith in everything. The people who she should have been closest to and she could trust the most, some of them had let her down in a big way, and then to see when she was literally just like, I don't care, I just want this to be over, I want the nightmare to over. Everyone stepped in and rallied around her, and it was how much? Does anyone remember the total? I should have checked. I think it was I can't remember where it ended up. Somebody can check. 28,000. 28,000 sounds fine. Sounds amazing, but really helped out a ton. So that award goes to all of you. Thank you very much, pulling together to help on the GoFundMe to clear up her past debts and get her, on. She was driving with sticker headlights on because her headlights wouldn't work. She was doing everything she could to make money. It was the right person to help. All right, next one up. I'm not even sure what you guys can see anymore, or if this is working. I think it's not, but we'll roll with it anyway. Oh, there I am. All right, the next one, I want it to look like this, unless I switch to the other screen. The next award after the Heartstrings Award is a Hot Mic Award. Now, Hot Mics, this has been something that we've had from the get-go. There are times when the court broadcasts the audio from the courtroom, and there are times when they're like, we're not going to let you hear this part, or we're just going to turn everything off. You could hear it if you were here, but you just can't because we've shut everything down. When they leave it on when they're not supposed to, Holly Mack, thank you very much. $29,946 raised for Haley. That was amazing. Obviously, that was not just us. We were a big part of that, though. You were a big part of that. Thank you. The hot mic was when the my goodness. I'm seeing nominations in here that are just amazing. It's got to be the Kill Me from the Karen Reed trial. That would have been a good one. It was not even nominated. Where was your nomination? Needed the nomination for that one. Hot mics catch audio when people don't think they're going to be caught. And oh my goodness, it lives forever on the internet. But sometimes people sort of want to be caught. I know it's sort of like a little twisted in their head, but that's the wrong one. Let's go back. When they want to be caught. There we go. Here we go. Come over there. We're going to go to Minecraft court for this one, for the hot mic moment. And it's going to be, The award goes to a young entrepreneur. I think it's that one right there. No, it's this one. Who was awaiting his time in court and took the opportunity to share with the bailiffs and with us what was on his mind.
I get locked, I keep it G. One all open while I sleep. One to my bed while I pee. Run from that place to keep. I went down from a run. Must have forgot to bring a ski. Man, the street shit killing me. Wonder when I get some peace. Demons taking over me. Hop out that beat and on my feet. Face down in the street. Cover my brother with a sheet.
Oh, sorry.
Face down in the street.
We're starting over.
Brother with a sheet. I mean, tears I couldn't see. Wonder was it how it's supposed to be. They take one, we take one, and this shit getting old to me. This ain't who I chose to be, but too many didn't deceive. Son, changing ways with me, but it's too late to try to cheat. Don't get me wrong, we all got choices. All my lonely, y'all hear voices. As you see, got me noted. My problems I avoided. How your day, my thoughts disordered. Struggle love, I think you forcing. My heart has been extorted. I don't measure, I just pour it. Risk my life off for some Jordans to save my brother, my life off for. So behind me, you know I floated. I don't know my back door is what he gets for being friendly. I'm nice nigga really thought my fucking name was Randy. Yeah, I let you lock, but that choice kinda handy. If I knew how to drive, I swear I would've had it. Thought he could keep up, I fuck around and overlapping. I'm about to drink, and I'm already back capping. If you tell that story, how it happened. I miss my brother. I miss my brother. I miss my brother. I miss my brother. That's where I live. Man, I miss my brother. I miss my brother.
He probably has the most unappreciative audience ever. There we go.
Go Ravens. Oh my goodness.
That was he's rapping about gang life, about doing drive-bys. If they take one, we take one, in court to the bailiffs. And I'm sure he's later he goes on and says, hey, that's my original, I wrote that, I'm going to record it. As soon as I get out of jail, I'm laying down a track. And so a little bit of hot mic, in that case, he wanted it. So gave him a little bit of coverage there. Maybe he'll do something with his life other than crime. But hot mic award goes to the young rapper waiting in Minecraft court. All right. Judges. Let's talk about judges really quickly. Judges have a huge, when it comes to football, the most important guy on the field is the quarterback, right? He's not the only important guy, but the most important guy is the quarterback. When it comes to court, the most important guy in the courtroom is the judge. They have the most influence on everything that happens. And sometimes the judge can get a little angry, can get a little upset, can have a little, a moment where they lose their cool, so to speak. Confused polar bear says, "Go Ducks." So losing one's cool, we've all done it. I think I've even had a moment or two on here where I got out my dad voice and told you all to calm down, or I'd turn off chat for the rest of the year or something like that. We're going back a little ways on this one. Oh, not that one. That's okay. Pause. This is going to take us back to, this is 8 months ago. 8 months ago in the state of Arizona. If I can find where I just put it. There we go. Next time I'm not going to do this solo. I'm going to need somebody helping me. Here we go. State of Arizona Angriest Judge Award.
Start imposing time limits in this case on direct and cross examinations. We've been discussing this case leading up to the case, and during the trial, I was told it was going to be 3 weeks. Today is 3 weeks. So clearly we are behind schedule. This case is going to go to the jury next week. It's going to go to the jury next Thursday. And I'm going to move this case so that happens. And I'm going to start imposing time limits. This line of cross-examination, tell me why it's relevant and what you're trying to do.
law enforcement failed to exercise any kind of standard of care over this investigation. It shows law enforcement's bias, and it shows their ineffectiveness in actually being able to investigate the case. It's crucial to the defense to be able to put on this information.
So basically what you're trying to prove is that, as I understand it, is you have a witness who gave false information, he's not being used, and you're just trying to determine that the state didn't adequately investigate his false information?
That's true. He's also a potential suspect. Judge, anybody who comes forward to put themselves at the scene of the crime should be looked at as a suspect. Judge, anybody who puts himself there is a person of interest, if not a potential suspect. And we have a right to question the investigation and to challenge them and to get to the bottom of why they didn't pursue other people who are making false reports and maybe potential suspects.
Very well. You can do that, but this examination is way beyond the scope of the direct examination. This is evidence that is more properly presented in the defense case in chief.
I just have to object, Judge. I think that's going to cause this to take longer. I'm allowed in cross-examination to exceed the scope of direct. I'm not in any way limited by what the state asks this witness on direct.
That's the ruling of the court. Let's call the witness to the stand. We're not going to question the witness anymore on this particular point. You have 5 more minutes with this witness on cross-examination.
Judge, I have to object. This witness is very crucial to the defense. I've never been limited to the lead detective. This is the witness who's supposed to be the lead detective. I've never been limited to just 5 minutes of cross-examination. And this witness testified to all sorts of involvement in this case. This is one of the defense's main witnesses that we have to get to. Judge, limiting me to 5 minutes of cross-examination with this witness violates Mr. Kelly's constitutional
You now have
rights.
4 minutes. Call the witness. Bring in the jury.
Whoa. Even the prosecution knows that was wrong. Anyway, this was amazing. This was the George Kelly trial in Arizona. We're going to stop the screen share there. There it goes on. There's more and more. But do you want to hear the rest? No, I think we skipped the. Here, let's go back. Let's present again. A few minutes later, share screen. I think it's.
You went into Mexico to interview him, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Why did you go into Mexico to interview him?
Time's up now.
You couldn't cross into the United States legally.
You could have called him on the phone, right?
He doesn't have access to a phone.
You could have arranged some sort of Zoom call, correct?
He doesn't have access to internet.
You could have spoken with Mexican officials to arrange something, correct?
Correct.
And you didn't do that, did you?
No.
You and Sheriff Hathaway crossed into Mexico to conduct a criminal investigation in Mexico, correct?
Well, it was a witness statement, witness interview.
Is taking a witness interview part of a criminal investigation?
Look at the judge.
Sometimes.
Was taking this witness interview part of a criminal investigation?
Yes.
So you conducted part of a criminal investigation in Mexico, correct?
Correct.
All right, thank you very much. Redirect examination.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Cut it.
Detective, defense counsel asked you a number of questions about the Celebrite download of the victim's phone. Do you recall that?
Yes, ma'am.
She asked you about text messages, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And can you tell us, she asked you, were there other messages on the phone?
I just want to make sure that redirect is limited in the same way that my cross-examination was limited.
You can continue.
And I'd like to make a proffer when we're done with this witness.
You can continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. Can you tell me, Detective, were there other text messages on the phone?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
That's a good time to take our mid-morning break. Is that all right? It's 9:45. We're going to take about a 20-minute break. I'll stay here with the lawyers. We'll come back about.
I'll stay here with the lawyers.
Depending on how long this takes for me to talk to them. We'll be in recess until about 10:05. Thank you. Excuse the jury.
I swear I heard him say, "I'll stay here with the lawyers." This case ended in a mistrial.
Please be seated. The records show the absence of the jury. Ms. Larkin, you said you wanted to make an offer of proof concerning Detective Barba. You can do so. The court reporter and the clerk will remain in the courtroom to record your offer of proof.
Judge, can you hear me? Oh, okay.
He's walking away.
Cool. So we just want to make a further record that the fact that our cross-examination was significantly limited violates Mr. Kelly's right to confrontation of these witnesses.
There we go. All right. That was our angry judge moment. Yeah, I heard he did get in trouble for that one, but wild. All right. Let's see. Since I'm late, I didn't see Ari's shirt. Someone clue me in. It's a suit. It's not a shirt. It's a suit. It's like a full tie and everything. It has a pocket square. It's official. Oh my goodness. Good stuff. So thank you very much for that one. That was he won the angriest judge. I know we've had some moments where we've had judges lose their cool. Like, I mean, Judge Simpson's even told people to shut up in his court. We've heard that. But this one seemed to go the longest, and it made the most impactful on the court case itself, which is why that one won. All right. We have another award for the highest counter, and I want you guys to sort of weigh in on this. What was the highest counter that we've had in courts? Now, you can think back to all the different cases we've had where, you know, sometimes we count, let's see, with Shannon, we counted how many times she said sorry or not sorry, or I'm sorry, or something like that. Her apologies. She mentioned us in her closing statements. We've counted the ums most recently with the judge. We counted the judge in the there's an right there in the Martha Jane, or not the Martha Jane, but the burn pile case. We've counted objections in the Maya trial. What was let's see, Maya's most definitely. Maya over 1,500. I think it was almost 1,700. It was 16 something, I think, was the objections in the Maya trial. Absolutely incredible. That's in the history of the channel. I don't think we'll ever count anything that much, mostly because it's too much to keep track of. But that was a ton. Maya was 2023. We're going back a little bit, but the prize, I think the prize, I'd have to give it to Dr. Joe, because he was objected to more than anybody else during that portion, I think. Lucky 13 says, a pleasure to find the channel in 2024. Here's to a prosperous and happy 2025 for everyone from London. Lucky 13, thank you very much. Mind the gap. Good to have you checking in from across the pond. Appreciate that. I think I missed a couple other I need to go back and thank as well. Let's see. Oh, wow. Let's see. Twitter paid it as a member for 1 month. Thank you very much. You got that blue courthouse. It's changing colors. Before you know it, it will be purple. Let's see. Gailey May, member for 20 months. Says, I get to celebrate 2025 here. Love it. Happy New Year. Thank you very much. Let me put these over here so I can see. 25. There we go. That way I can look at the camera and still read. Where was I? Right here. Okay. Well, now it's too far away and I can't see it. Let's see. Gailey May. We have AZDCS Oversight who gifted a membership. Thank you very much for that one. Lacey, Happy New Year to you and your family. Had to make sure I'm on the right sound effect for the party noise. Thank you for that. Zimmy gifted a membership. Francis Fitzgerald, Happy New Year's Eve to everyone. Thank you very much, Francis. 6 months as well. You got a yellow courthouse. Thank you. Sunshine Girl 6431. Thank you, Aria. Best channel on YouTube. Well, a channel on YouTube. I'll see that. I am on YouTube. Thanks for the kind words. Francis Fitzgerald also gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very much. We have Sunshine Girl. Thank you. Sunshine Girl says, thank you. Francis Fitzgerald, member for 6 months and gifted 5 memberships. Getting click happy here. Auntie Candy for the 2024 Feet Fund. I'm like, I've got a chair if needed. I can lower the desk. You know, everything will work out. KRH, Happy New Year's. Hope everyone is safe tonight. Thanks for doing this, RA. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Thank you as well. JPC, so glad to be here. We need awards music. We have some music. We'll be playing. Debbie F. Cook, more than 1 month, just 1 month on this account. Love you guys. Happy New Year. Thanks for all you do. Love you and love Jen. Debbie, hope you're feeling better. I heard you were a little under the weather. Hope you're feeling better. I don't like anyone says this judge was way out of line. Definitely. Absolutely. I could not agree more. Lucky 13, a pleasure to find the channel. Thank you very much from London. Appreciate that. And Morgan Larusic, can't wait to see what's in store for us in 2025. It's going to be nonstop action, fun, and excitement. I can tell you that much. It's going to be wonderful. All right, now back to a couple things here. Let's see. We have their highest counter. Here's a quiz. And this is what I'll do. I'm going to send 5 stickers to somebody who is the first person in chat to guess the only case where we had statistically 100% agreement on a poll. Brooks, it's going so fast. Oh my goodness. It just happened. It's very recent. I'm trying to find it. There was only one of them. It just happened and I can't remember. Okay, I think it's this one right here. Is it Ferlazzo? Who was the first one with Ferlazzo? I'm trying to find Ferlazzo, Pamela the Camel, New Year's Adam. Oh no. Who was first? I think it was New Year's Adam. See anyone before that? Pamela the Camel. I believe it's Pamela the Camel with the first one. Congratulations. Congratulations. That one wins. Pamela the Camel, here's what you need to do. Text me and say, in the text on the burner phone, or email me, say, this is Pamela the Camel, and give me your address, and I'll send you your stickers. So thank you. The only time we've ever had a poll where 100%, now I say statistically because we had one person in that poll vote the other way, but because we waited until we had over 200 votes in before we closed the poll, and all the other 199 were unanimous, it statistically zeroed out the one person who misclicked, and so that's the first time. So who was the one who clicked the other way? Who was the one who clicked the not guilty? All right, we have a couple fun ones here. This is going back a little bit. We're going to play a couple of court mentions. We've been mentioned in court a couple times. I'm going to play 3 of them. I think there were more. Different Beasy says Wade Wilson was. I thought we've had Wade Wilson. We had a dissenter on though. Every other time when we end the poll, it said 99-1. This was the first one we've had 100%. I think. I didn't misclick. It was an intentional click. All right, I might be wrong on that one. The poll was 100% guilty on Wade Wilson. Okay, so who was the first to say Wade Wilson? I'll send you out 5 as well. That's going way back. I'll have to. Can I assign somebody in chat to go back? I don't know when I could do that because it's now already scrolled off the screen. Karan Michael says me. Or suspiciously it was Beezy. I'll send out 5 as well. So let's do Karan, was honestly you? This is like on your honor, right? This is like paying something with a little box. You buy something with a little box there, and it's just like on your honor, put the money in. It's one of those situations. Jackie Forrester. Cindy Lou, member for 18 months. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Holy cow. Woody just came in and gifted 50 memberships. Tired of people, I guess, waiting in the slow mode. Now everyone's turning green. Woody, thank you for generosity. Wow. I see you hit the Brown Barn. Let's see. Army Mom's in there. It's going so fast. Vicky Hendricks. Lulu, Corey May, Jen. Congratulations, Jen. Kayla. Gogo. Someone bloody random. JB. The chat is going, gifts are tax deductible. That's why everyone's making their donations before the end of the year to get in for the tax donation. Tammy Lynn, show the love. Happy New Year's Eve, RC fam. Thank you very much, Tammy. I appreciate the super chat. 80s Music Man is still great. We've got to fix that somehow. It's got to be fixed. I think people are getting gifts who have never been here before. How is 80s still great? I'm tax deductible, says Melissa. The chat is incredible. It really is. Thank you. Thank you for your generosity. All right. We're going to play a couple clips here, if I can get them ready, of when we were mentioned in court in one way or another. So let me stack these up. Here's going to be number 1. Let's see, number 2. And number 3. Okay. So let's see if I can share 3 of them back to back. These aren't the only times we've been mentioned in court. And I actually don't like these moments, honestly. This makes me very, very nervous to be mentioned in court. But here we go. We're going to share a little bit here. This is from Melody Ferris. Did I crack the case?
And while he was here, I said, would you look in that chest and see about those 2 guns? And he did. The 357 Magnum was there. My 38 Special was gone. I have also searched this house over to see. I mean, I know I'm not senile. I'm in very poor health. But that gun is gone. It was brought up in Rusty's testimony day before yesterday that his daddy had a 357 Magnum. And I almost believe that he said that I had
38.
the 38.
Yes, he did.
Because I was watching it, and the one that I was watching it on was the court TV, and there was a man down in the corner that would make comments, and he had the earphones on and everything.
That's me.
And when that was said, he said, that's where she got the gun. And I think that I think he called my name. My heart, I have felt so guilty ever since I realized my gun was gone. And then when it came up in court, I think that you all can go back and listen to that and realize that there is another gun. And another thing, it was in a little leather holster. And Scott found that gun, and she took that from my house. I was in the hospital 3 times, I know, from the time my husband died. I had heart surgery, and then I was in the hospital here in Tullahoma. I'm pretty
So there was one with Martha Jane. We're going to play a little bit of a song here right now to celebrate that moment. It would help if I have audio, though, because I turned it off.
Martha Jane picked up the phone today. Told the sheriff someone took her 38. Out in the barn where the hay bales lay. She knew right then her luck was running late. Little man in the corner kept his eyes low, watching all the action on the YouTube show. Recovery addict called her name out loud, said Martha Jane's gun is missing from the crowd. Oh, Martha Jane, what's the world come to? When your trusty revolver's gone, what you gonna do? Dialing 911, searching for the thief, praying that someone will bring her some relief. Sheriff's lights flash across the county road, dusty trails revealing stories untold. Neighbors peeking out from behind their screens, curious if someone will bring her some relief. Sheriff's lights flash across the county road, dusty trails revealing stories untold. Neighbors peeking out from behind their screens, curious about the drama, what it means. Little man in the corner, lumber low, saw a figure slipping out just an hour ago. Description's vague, but the night's still young. Hope is hanging on the tip of everyone's tongue. Oh, Martha Jane, what's the world come to? When your trusty revolver's gone, what you gonna do? Dialing 911, searching for the thief, praying that someone will bring her some relief. Oh, Martha Jane, what's the world come to? When your trusty revolver's gone, what you gonna do? Dialing 911, searching for the thief, praying that someone will bring her some relief. Praying that someone will bring her some relief.
There we go. There's Martha Jane's 38, thanks to AI. That was one of our court mentions. Also, let's see, we have another. We're going to shrink this one down and bring in the Jennifer Crumbly trial, which went something like this. Well, helps if I share it with you, huh? I caught that before it went too long. This is Shannon. We have it on good authority that Shannon does not mind what we did here.
And complicated. And during this trial, I will openly admit that I'm a lawyer who messes up. I get thrown off when I'm surprised by something. I feel like I get overwhelmed when information is coming at me quickly. I say I'm sorry a lot. Evidently, there's a TikTok channel of me saying I'm sorry through this whole trial. And all I'm saying is that I'm human.
We're on YouTube.
I am a human being, and so is
I'm going to
Mrs.
count it.
Crumbly.
I'm counting it. I'm sorry.
And that's what this case is about. She's not a perfect person or a perfect parent. I'm certainly not a perfect person.
Yes. So Shannon with the sorry counter, using the closing comments and the closing statements in court. That was not expecting that. I still want to interview her a little bit, but She's an interesting one. Her cases that she follows are interesting. Oh, let me pause this. This is the big one. This is the big one. So hold on just 1 second. Wow, that's a great screenshot that I've just frozen on. Hang on. You can't see that, which is lucky. Let's see. Share screen. Last but not least, we have Zachariah Anderson trial, which went down like this. The only thing that could have happened is after the defense attorney had played that audio clip using his laptop, or no, it was the judge's. The judge's audio is what we were hearing.
I haven't the foggiest idea how that would have even happened. And somebody said it in court, or in the chat. Somebody said in court. Oh my gracious.
We love you.
Yeah.
The only thing I can say is somebody said it in chat that maybe the attorney called to court because I may or may not have suggested he watch your channel that day.
Oh my goodness.
Because you had the best audio.
Mrs. RA just went back and watched it, and she's just dying. Apparently, we're judging a subscriber. Here's how it went down. On the stand.
So what's next?
Well, my next question will be, well.
Okay.
Okay. Judge says fair game.
Did you ask the jurors to come in? Oh, I guess they're upstairs, huh?
The fireworks are not done. I'm surprised they haven't asked for the DA to leave the room during this testimony now that they have this piece of evidence about his interaction with the witness. He's clearly already on the witness list. Why have they not objected to him being present during the questioning? Maybe that's the oversight. You know, if you're reading my chat or listening, this is what you should do right now. Ask for him to be escorted out. Fair game.
Did you ask the jurors to come in? Oh, no.
The fireworks are not done. Why am I hearing this?
Now we're getting commentary on the case.
I'm surprised they haven't asked for the DA to leave the room. That was the moment when I heard myself being played on the judge's laptop. And as the jury's supposed to be coming in, that was it. Oh my goodness. Judge Schroeder did, in fact, have our live stream pulled up on his computer, and as he had pulled up the court TV's one, or he had pulled up the video clip on the jump drive because he had asked to go back and look at the footage from Law and Crime and say, did the prosecutor mouth the words to the witness to tell him what to say? Because he was saying, die, die, die. Did the prosecutor do that? And so on the video, you see that. Well, you sort of. But he asked for just that portion of the video, and he wanted to see before what they had copied. And they said, we can't rewind because we just exported that bit of the video. And so he went on YouTube to look for the video. And instead of finding Law and Crime, he found us. And then he watched our channel, and he's watching that. And then my commentary kicks in. And this is the Zachariah Anderson trial. And then it all went downhill from there. So that was wild. Just 3 of the times we've been mentioned in court. We also were, let's see what else. We've been mentioned in the Melody Ferris trial again, a second time where the judge called us out for counting the number of times he says, he also thought it was really funny. We hear that through the judge's wife now. So thank you for that. And then we have in the Maya trial way back in the day, we got named in that one as well with juror number 1. As Jay Hatch threw everything at the wall, trying to get something to stick, and it didn't work. So we've had that. And then I guess technically we were also entered as an exhibit, a screenshot of our live stream with me in the corner wearing the headphones in a pose like they did me dirty on the pause game. But they entered that as an exhibit in the trial, and it's actually in evidence. I guess it went back to the jury room and everything. So there we go. We've got court mentions. So those were crazy. Those were crazy. All right. Let's see. We've already talked about the Carrie Morrissey doing a terrible job on the Alec Baldwin trial. Let's see. This one is. Sorry. Here's one that that took some collaboration to make, and by that I mean that we've had the opportunity to work with some other creators who are absolutely amazing. They're people you guys know and love and probably subscribe to and follow, and probably have been doing that with them longer than you have with me. So one of them is Rob from Law and Lumber, who's a good friend. He's been a great mentor. He's a brilliant legal mind, and we have him to thank for a little bit of this. He saw an opportunity and ran with it with this one, and so with permission, I'm going to be sharing what was on his channel just briefly because he put this together. If I can remember to click the right button again. There we go. There we go. Mary Murphy, member for 9 months, and I can't believe. Okay, stop. I need the Southern Febreze. Hey, can somebody bring me the Raid? There's a bug. Also works as hairspray. There's a bug in my not recommended. I want to turn the camera on it because I zoom out so it would all fit in the camera lens. It just went behind the cabinet. It's you guys. Oh my goodness. This I will tell you what's going to happen. What's going to happen is this. That bug, and when I talk about bug, I'm talking it's those water bugs here in the South. We know what they are, and they're not water bugs. That was like it was the size of a small dog, and occasionally when we get one of these that come inside from outside, and usually when the leaves, when they fall down, they're around the leaves outside. But when they get into the house, I have words to say, and now it's literally crawling towards my green screen. So I'm going to be on camera like this, and then on the green screen, you're going to see a bug crawl across the wall. That's what's going to happen, and it will be mortifying. It will be so bad.
Somebody just sent me a video of roaches fighting.
The two bug in the other room, but nobody's bringing me the Southern Febreze, which is also known as Raid. You can get it in all different scents. But let's see. You guys, this is. We might have to stop the show. It was right there. It was like within arm's reach. Oh my goodness. We need an indoor cat that eats bugs. Okay. Oh my goodness. Get the Raid. You guys, this is literally I have a couple fears in life. And one of them is definitely having one of these bugs make it into the house and crawl across my green screen. It might be irrational, it might never happen. But if it does happen, I will never live it down. And that bug literally is like 4 feet from my green screen, and it was headed that direction. I need you guys to keep an eye out for it. I need you guys to watch for it. Oh my goodness. I need the Raid. This is bad, guys. It's gonna be a bad day. I can't step on it because it was like at waist level on the wall, and my feet don't go that high. All right, so Southern Febreze is ready. Here we have not sponsored by the way. This is it looks like this is lavender scent. So I have lemon now. We're going to put that right where I normally keep my drink and make sure I don't confuse the two. But I'm going to be looking like this until I find the thing. It's up high. It's literally
on your head.
Don't you dare. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm sorry. Usually we're a little more professional in the mornings than this. We're going to get. I can see it. It's above me, almost straight up. We have 11-foot ceilings in this house. It's an old house, right? Very old ceilings. And there's a picture rail that runs around about 10 inches down off the ceiling. And it's between the picture rail and the ceiling, but it is almost straight above me. And when you spray a bug that high above you, I've learned. Now I'm looking for it. They like in real life. Fall, they fly, and they aim for your eyes. Right. This is how. Angie. Please, nobody clip this. I want to see. Thanks for that. Thanks for not clipping this. If this appears on my green screen, it fell. It's so help me, you guys. Okay. could be anywhere. It's now halfway. It's 2 feet from my green screen. It's now on the ledge that hangs over the top of the bookshelf. I've got 8-foot bookshelves in here, and it's on the top ledge, which hangs over my desk. I can touch the bookshelf. I'm not going to right now because there's a bug on it somewhere. And the fact is, I have to stand up. I have to stand up to
Musical
get this.
notes, happy
and it's
day,
No Pants Friday,
cockroach.
so I've got all sorts of issues going on that are presenting problems. Can't go anywhere. You have to. Did you see it? All right, let the cat in. Will cats eat these? Will cats eat these? Bug will be dead by the end of this show for sure. Bug has nowhere else to go. I mean, it's not like there are wires it can hide behind. Yes, cats will eat them. We're keeping the cat. Okay, so that was one of them. Now we have another one. That was a lot of fun for everyone but me. I should say that was a lot of fun. Oh, there was more. Was I supposed to show this? Went straight from this to that. No, I don't know what I'm doing here. Give me just a second. So let's see. Laura, you're on screen right now, but I don't know where your comment is. I need to find it. I don't know how I put this on screen. Let me turn that off. That's confusing me. Got Peter Tragos. The podcast we did, that was also a collaboration, but I wasn't going to include it in this particular mashup. How did I get... Let's see this right here on screen. It shouldn't be there. I mean, Laura, I'm super excited. Happy New Year. Yes, party sound. Great to belong to this group. I don't know how to make it go away. Oh, there it is. It was just stuck. It was stuck. All right. Thank you very much. There it is. I found it again, Laura. Happy New Year to you. Thank you. I'm sorry that was broken. Shark. I also got named in my first legal filing this week at work. Oops. Oh, no. Sharkay. That's awful. Standing mute member for 14 months. Giant cockroach. Thank you very much. We do have that giant cockroach. It's funny, as they're playing this, my kids are bringing me like other flavors of Raid. So they're like, I was showing you the lemon, and they brought me the squirrel. I've got the lemon and the lavender now, which is actually a matched set. You can dual wield this if you want to do a left and right hand and sort of get it with both barrels. That's an option. Let's see. Happy New Year, Kim. Thank you. Ow! I just hurt my foot.
Is that
Kim?
correct?
It's not going to be as happy a New Year. That didn't feel good. I just like stomped down with my barefoot heel on the wheel of my chair, my rolling chair. God's blessings to all. Thanks to a great 2024. Here we come, 2025. Thank you very much, Kim. Ouch. I should probably wear shoes. That one hurt. All right, I'll get better. No worries. There's wear shoes. Duh. It's just that simple. If you had put shoes on.
Scratch all that. Oh, that was terrible. I apologize.
It was terrible. All right. Let's see. We're going back to our rundown to see what else we want to talk about today. There was another mashup. I can bring this over here. Another mashup or another moment with Rob, I guess we can call it, where
if they didn't, I would lose my
bit
mind.
Of our live stream. This was from back during the Maya trial. There we go. Share. Here it is. Rob saying some nice things about us here. Let's see what happens.
A new friend of mine didn't miss out on the exchange. And I say a new friend because this is a new friend, and I do view him as a new friend. This is a recovery addict. This is with his permission. I asked him. So recovery addict, I said, because he was watching the Zoom feed. And on the Zoom feed, you can still hear stuff. So recovery addict is on the Zoom feed. So he does something that's pretty remarkable and listens in and is repeating it, essentially trying to verbatim of these different questions and the attorney dialogue at the bench of what's been happening. Volume might be a little iffy. So check your ears, okay?
Check your ears. A little more freedom to wander on a deposition than here.
Oh, look, he made the same,
Of course,
same
that
argument.
stuff gets
There we
ruled
go.
out. And they've killed the mics. No. I'm gonna have to hold tight. So what I do right here is I pull up the Zoom, which I'm allowed to listen to as a member of the media, but I can't play for you directly. So I put the Zoom feed to my ear.
Okay, my friend, tell us what we're hearing.
I'm going to tell you what's the judge is saying. The judge is saying, did you report that? Did you follow up at a later time? If not, why? Prior to working with Maya, how many children have you cared for with children with CRPS? When you say these are your only options, inconsolable, do you have the option to free text? I'm just saying verbatim what the judge is reading. No objection from either side on that one. Red number 3.
All right, recovery addict. We're gonna do you dirty. We're gonna speed you up to 1.5.
Did you remember the condition of Maya's feet on admission? How many residents were in the PICU on the 9th? During your 12-hour shift, how much is rotation? How much is spent documenting? How or have you ever had any kids in extreme pain use curse words? There's more, says the judge. No objection from Mr. Shapiro. Judge says, this says not a question. Let me just read it. I'm trying to figure it out. Can plaintiffs, counsel, and defendants refrain from speaking, huffing, and laughing during responses? I can hear fine, but easy to miss details during answers. If the lawyers just heard it. So that was instruction to them. Judge says, move on. In your experience, does medical staff have a general sensitivity to direct opinionated parents? No objection from Shapiro. No objection from Mr. Anderson. I do apologize. I'm not allowed to let you hear the audio, but I can tell you what I hear of the Zoom. So Zoom audio is on, courtroom audio is off. Next question. As a nurse, would you not want to chart disruptive behavior that a patient was displaying in her chart? As a rule, if it is not documented, it did not happen, ? We heard earlier that all Children's Hospital staff has nicknames for the patients. Can you tell me the nickname you had for the plaintiff? Okay, so that was a lot of fun. And a big thanks to Rob. Rob is a good friend of the channel. He's one of the pillars of LawTube. Really, when you look at LawTube and the people that are on it doing it right, specifically the lawyers that lead the LawTube, Rob does it right on his channel. Super impressed with what he does there. So thank you, Rob. So a little bit of mashup there that I wanted to share with you. That was a lot of fun. So thank you. I guess we together get the Working Well with Others award. So we play nicely with others, which is just great. Next we have something we mentioned. We mentioned this is closely connected to the Zachariah Anderson case. As a matter of fact, this is the Zachariah Anderson case, but it's closely connected to the moment when we got played in court. But that moment we got played in court was a pretty interesting. I'm going to try to work the audio here properly. I'm not sure how well I'll be able to do this. The DA was mouthing the words, and the DA was doing what I just did. With the phone, while hearing something and then repeating it back. He was doing the exact same thing, only he was doing it simultaneously with the person who was speaking. Possibly because he knew what was going to be said, because he had interviewed them before, or possibly because he just mouths the words of people he sees. Some people do that. Some people mouth the words. And so we're going to bring you that moment, and I'm going to try to work the audio. Here we go. Share. Getting better at this. First try. Here we go. There it is. All right. Okay. Judge says fair game.
Did you ask the jurors to come in? Oh, I guess they're upstairs. Right?
Oh, this is the wrong one. They're not done. This was the wrong one. Got the wrong clip.
In there, and I was reading my book, and I heard him shout in his sleep before he woke himself up.
And what did he shout that you heard?
He said, "Die, die, die, mother."
And you're quoting, as I remember?
Yeah.
Rerun. Rack it up. Do it again. Repeat the drill.
Judge, from what you would see on this screen, whatever it has to do with this feed.
Take it back about 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
That's when he found our channel.
38.
Anyway, that little clip where the Zachariah Anderson's let me close this one down. Sorry, Zachariah Anderson's cellmate in that one had said that Zachariah Anderson was talking in his sleep, and he was basically reenacting the murder in his sleep, and he was talking out loud. And he said that he could hear Zachariah Anderson yelling, "Die, die, die, little trucker." I think he said, "Die, die, die, little trucker." I can't remember the last part. I forget. Other trucker. I think he was saying. But that little bit was shocking, and it was like, wow, this is it was the vacuum moment. Maternal lover. It could have been that. Zuckerberg, something about that. That moment would have stood out like the highlight of the day because it's such impactful testimony. If not for the fact that it was the judge replaying that moment over and over, and he played it like 15 times. He wanted to see it over and over and over. And that's when he played our clip in court. So that sort of got overshadowed by that. But the reaction, I guess, was what was good about that one. But there's the Die 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 award. All right, let's see. We've got this one. Speaking now, since we're on the yelling bad things in court moment, we've got this next one, which is this is the Wash Your Mouth Out with Soap award, and this is Mr. Tanner Cody, the ice fishing feud trial. This case we found out of nowhere. Thank you, Josh, for that. And Mr. Tanner, let's see here if we can get this full screen. Pause. And now share. They have this was nominated because you guys wanted to see my reactions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this high speed, and I'm going to keep the volume down or mostly muted. so we're going to do playback speed at 2 times speed. Apparently I made a face or two during this. Defense wanted to bring in the body camera footage of the police talking to Kenny Jr. It was ruled as hearsay and not allowed in. Now the very next witness comes in and says, "We'd like to bring in the body cam of the police talking to Tanner Carr, the defendant." And defense gets up and says, "No, objection, hearsay, you can't bring that in." Basically, you didn't let me get mine, they can't get theirs. Different rules apply because it's not hearsay, it's a statement by party opponent. The defendant made these statements and it's allowed in under the hearsay rule. So here comes the body camera footage. So here we go. We get to see Mr. Carr.
However, well, it's a certain portion. Thank you. Yeah, members of the jury, certain portions of this video, the reason for that is there's certain information that under the rules would not be admissible for trial purposes. So when certain portions are cut out, that is just merely following the rules of evidence, and you are not to consider the fact that it was. There's certain information that under the rules would not be admissible for trial purposes. So when certain portions are cut out, that is just merely following the rules of evidence, and you are not to consider the fact that it was, that there was edits. You're not to assume what someone may have said because there wasn't edit involved here. You just consider the evidence that is admissible. And not
just done with his instructions here in just a second. And while they get that ready to be played, I will let you know that our reggae song is done. We'll play that at the break. It's a good one. So here's the body cam. The defendant in this one is.
I'm guessing you might know why we're here. Everybody's been hammering me. Okay. Trying to figure it out myself.
This question, Sergeant, this is from your camera. Yes. We also use the times.
Don't say it. Look at timeout. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Here. Well, the incident yesterday on the ice there. I was playing your side of it a little bit. I went ice fishing yesterday.
So we're just watching for my facial expression.
No, sir. You did? No, sir. Okay. See, what's happening is there's been an ongoing thing with one of those gentlemen, and I don't know this because I was there. I know this because of who I've heard it from that said was involved in the incident, but since Tanner Carr owns an airboat, you man. So you've never had an airboat day in my life. Okay. I own one now. Culprit, automatic, doesn't matter.
This part's redacted.
When I receive information, I know who's doing it and I know what they're up to after. Okay. If you're out fishing on unsafe parts, what are your odds that are going to happen? Fall through. Well, it wasn't. I've fallen through. What made me unsafe was the guy that drove the airboat through. There's been lots of people that's driven airboats through there. So Tanner, just because I own an airboat, right? Okay, I know what they're up against.
So did you have your airboat out yesterday?
I just told you, yes, I was ice fishing yesterday by myself. Okay. Doing ice fishing. I either go with my girlfriend or myself. Why?
So yesterday you were by yourself? All right.
Fishing by myself.
So when you were at ice fishing yesterday, you didn't pull up into a cut?
I fished many a cuts.
Yesterday you did?
Yes.
Okay, so did you pull up to 3 guys that were ice fishing?
I just told him that.
Okay, so you didn't make a circle around 3 guys?
No, sir.
That were ice fishing?
No, sir.
Okay.
You didn't stop to talk to anybody? No, sir. Okay. No, I don't even know. Listen.
What kind of airboat do you have?
2 airboats.
What one did you have out yesterday?
I think one.
Okay, what kind is that?
It's just a 16-foot airboat.
Is it registered? Watercraft stickers on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, is that one here?
I've seen one of the gentlemen that were supposedly that I did this to stop from my house, take pictures of my airboat was in the driveway.
He's
so.
just warming up. He's just
Oh,
warming
we
up.
go. Okay. This has been ongoing.
I know.
You see what I'm saying? They're trying to frame me, man. And listen, I have a family to raise. I hunt fish. I don't want to be fucked with.
Okay.
He does have the hunters welcome. Hunters.
They can identify. Of course they can. They know who I am. They know my job to figure out if you were there. Listen, I understand what you guys are getting at. This guy, I can't wipe my ass. I can get a lot of people to vouch when he's pulled an incident with me. And I'm not. So yeah, of course they're gonna know who I am. It's a small town. That motherfucker hated me. He's hated me since 2014. And I already know who it is. Just because of how many people are in this town that know me and be like, whoa, wait, what the fuck's going on, man?
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on? So my thing is right now, you want to look at my boat, get my FC numbers, right? Okay, well, it tells me that he didn't take that picture when my girlfriend was sitting right there in the freaking thing and watch him fucking do it.
Well, what's that have to do with that incident that happened yesterday?
Because if supposedly my boat's there, why can't he say that, oh, here's his MC numbers when he took the picture, when he was driving by being a dickhead, and then whoever did it to him, fucking then they come back and pin me because he has my VIN numbers and you guys are going to get my VIN numbers? Come on, man. Okay. This motherfucking shit has to stop. I'm sick and tired of it.
Well,
I don't do anything to anyone.
Tanner.
I just want to be left alone. I want to fish. I want to hunt and raise a family. Shit's got to stop.
We're getting both sides of the story. That's why we're here.
I get it. And here's the deal. I'm just telling you guys this right now. He's had an issue with me. I've sat on my hands. I got a car accident. I watched him numerous times for garbage out when I was laying in the hospital because I was laying in the hospital bed right there. He's got an issue because his wife fucked me back in 2014 and he can't let it go. I don't bother anybody. I leave everyone alone. Listen, I just want to be left alone. Leave me alone. Quit fucking with me. Stay the fuck away from me.
Right.
Say everything.
I think we got
He's
the
a fucking snake, and I'm going to tell you right now, if that's the case, I got to, here's the deal. You guys want to vote? Vote, not a problem. But if I'm going to go down for something stupid that I had no involvement in, I'm pretty pissed.
Well, okay. I don't know what's
part of the Walmart.
I'm just letting you know that I know how he is. I freaking went down there. I was coming home and I stopped at my buddy Dan's down there and he's mowing lawn. He runs across the street, calls Pat. For what? I'm stopping here to pick up my pontoon boat.
Yeah.
He has an issue. So apple doesn't fall far from the tree, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So his dad, I'm old school. I have a bunch of old school friends that know him. You know, they've been doing this for years. Listen, trying to frame me.
They're trying to frame me.
This is fucking bullshit. I haven't did the one thing. Oh yeah, that's what you're here for. Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I own an airboat now. Now I'm the guy, right? I'm always the guy. It doesn't matter. The best part was I got accused of ripping up the canal. Boom, 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 tearing up the canal. Guess who came knocking on my door? You guys. Not exactly you guys.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
Well, no, I know.
No, just wait. It gets better. I don't even, at the time my airboat was broken.
It's better.
I know who the fuck did it, but
It's
I'm the
worse.
one that they come to my door for, right? Because I have an airboat. Well, now we can't have an airboat used in this canal because there's people that don't pay taxes and live in this subdivision that used it because they had permission from their buddy and fucked up 3 or 4 docks on their way out when they were smashing ice. People don't understand that if you have an airboat, it breaks the ice when it's unsafe. I get it. Okay? That's what happened when they launched that here. We had a mild winter, whatever, blah, blah. Guess who comes and knocks on my door? Huh. You want to see where my airboat is? Downstate getting fixed. So this happened on what day? No, that wasn't me. Well, everybody's saying it's you, of course. And I know right where the source is. And I'm tired of it, you guys. You know what? I'm not trying to be a fucking dick here.
He just said his boat that he was out ice fishing on the airboat yesterday. Now he says it's downstate getting fixed. This part edited out.
Well, I mean, and there's a different side of the story, basically. Yeah. So he's got his stories about shit you guys or you have done to them too. So
I'm not a liar.
it goes both ways.
13, his wife and I, because he was trying to bang my hush.
Right. No,
I'm just telling you right now. I'm not a fucking liar. 2014, his wife and I had a sexual encounter one time.
Mm-hmm.
And if he really wants to know the other side of that, there's more to that story that I'll get the car right down and tell you right in his fucking face.
Okay.
Because here's the deal.
We don't want to know.
Shit has to stop. I'm not a guy that calls cops. I mean, I don't think it's funny. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't find it funny at all.
Right.
I'm trying to raise a fucking family here. I want to be left fuck alone. Leave me alone. That's all I want. All the bullshit he's pulled, bullshit and all that shit. I get it. It's a small town. Don't think for 1 second. Did you guys call me yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
I don't answer phone calls that aren't stored. Okay, I'm just being honest.
Yeah,
Right?
coming up.
Okay, all right. You call me with a regular phone number. Okay?
I don't answer.
Right.
Okay. So, was I avoiding you guys? No. I had to go because I'm going to a birthday party today. I had to go get a birthday gift, get everything taken care of. I had to run back over to Bad Hats, pick up shit for the dog, came back home, been home. What I'm saying is, because now it's gonna be, well, he's dodging you if you guys haven't had that. I already know him. I operated with that fucker. I used to be best friends with him forever. Up until he tried to fuck my lady and I fucked this. I don't listen. I did it. Am I proud of it? No. Let it go. Drop it. This has been going on for enough is enough. You don't tell me like if you guys were married, nobody's fucked your lady before you married them. Bullshit. Everybody's had sex with everybody. Get over it. Nobody's getting a virgin anymore, okay? Drop it. Quit throwing shit in my fucking yard. Call the fucking game warden on me.
We're just going to turn this one down right there. That's enough. That's enough of him. So he has the bad mouth. We need to send Tanner, who we believe is going to be in custody, some bars of lye soap for his mouth, because he sure let it run. I've now become seated. If you can't tell, I've lowered my desk. We sunk to a new level, if that's possible. All right, going back to a different award. Now that we're done with that one, try to bring us back to where we should be. Let me go ahead and bring this. I have to download these and then upload. No, you got to keep watching for the water. Oh my goodness. Let me skip ahead because that's a little much. Okay, give me a second. There was the ending on that one. Yeah, can you guys see that one? Yes. Don't know where it was. Hang on one second. Might be right there.
Allegedly still out there, right?
Possibly.
And while you were interviewing,
I believe he had roughly 8 weeks left, and then there's a solo phase that's an additional 4 weeks.
and he's been with you the whole time?
No.
No, you have. How long have you been working with Deputy Farley?
At that point, there would have been, I think, 2 field training officers, so half the time roughly.
Here we go.
Friends with him forever. Up until he tried to fuck my old lady and I fucked his.
Whoa.
Did it? Am I proud of it? No. Let it go. Drop it. It's going on. Enough is enough.
We're supposed to be watching me in this one. The reactions. Turn the volume down here.
Get over it. Nobody's getting a virgin.
Yeah.
Drop it. Put shit in my fucking yard. Sunday. See what I'm saying? When we fish.
Here's my reaction.
I went down there fishing. Was that Saturday, Sunday, whatever? I don't know, whatever fucking date. It doesn't matter. But I told her that's it. I'm going over to Simcoe. I'm done dealing with these motherfuckers.
To cool it off a little
hot
bit.
in here. Simcoe trip got fucked up, so we're not going. We're trying to plan it for Monday night this time.
There we go. That's what Amber wanted. All right. There you go, Amber. There's the water. Yeah, it's a bit much. All right. Now we're going to raise the bar just a little bit if we can, if it's possible. Let me go back and bring in this past year, we've had music where we really haven't had music before. And it all started with a little trial down in Georgia, I think it was, a YSL trial, not the trial, not Young Thug, but this little trial. It spent like a day and a half just on gang issues, gang terminology, gang hierarchy, gang music, gang warfare, gang everything, gang related, gang signs, gang colors. We had all of that in there, and that was the reason we first got into AI just a little bit to make a song, and we made this one right here, which is sort of stuck. We decided that I needed a gang name. This AI song is different from all the others because I actually wrote every lyric for this. I made the whole thing myself personally, and then just had AI sing it for me. Whereas the other ones, AI sort of helps with the writing.
Up in the morning wearing headphones. I'm running court into your brain like it's an end zone. My money's green like the pickles and you want some. Don't interrupt cause I don't want your lame objection. From lead t-shirts to murder, I think I've seen it all. From picking juries to when the gavel falls. The judge takes the bench and the bailiff yells, all rise and pay respect to the one and only go to true crime. Imitators, they try but they just can't achieve. And when they fail, they be like, ow, I stepped on a beat. Take the stand and the jury chooses not to believe. Because there will never be another creator like me. Big deal in one corner and the count in another. We've got the judge reading chat while we talk to the lawyers. All our clips go viral, they're the good not to share. Came in late, check the thumbnails, you'll find it all there. They say I'm addicted to rhyme, but it's more than just time. And the mic is hot, the gavel drops, and I'll be talking about crime. And don't you worry about the sound, cause I'm keeping it real, just like a pickle jar, but I'm one big deal. They say I'm addicted to rhyme, but it's more than just time. And the mic is hot, the gavel drops, and I'll be talking about crime. And don't you worry about the sound, cause I'm keeping it real, just like a pickle jar, but I'm one big deal.
I think we say pickles, not politics. But, my gang name would be Big Deal. You know, like I'm a big deal. There we go. That was Big Deal. That was the first of many songs. I think it's time to play another song though. I don't think I've got an award set up for this. Let's see. 19, 18. Okay, remember 18. Just scroll down, make sure I don't have this one. Okay, I don't have this one in the lineup, so I'll get this one ready. We do like to do a lot of court hopping, and we've done a lot of that this year. We do it between major trials, and so like slow times of the year, like the end of the year or around holidays, we end up doing a lot of court hopping. But in doing that court hopping, we found some favorites. There's some people we love, some judges whose style is quite unique, and we weigh in and watch that. You know, we've got Cedric Simpson, we've got Judge Fleischer. We've got in the courts in Kansas are phenomenal. McBurney is pretty good when his mics are working properly. All these judges, but there's one judge who sort of stands out among all the judges in her amazingness, and that's Judge Boyd. Judge Boyd has a way of dealing with people when they're problematic. In the most amazing way. So we had one day court hopping where there was a lawyer who had waited a long time for his case to be called and did not handle it well. The waiting was a little much for him. So when his case was finally called, he was impatient. And the judge is like, look, everybody's busy. Everyone's got a long day. Everyone's got other cases they have to attend to, but this is just the way it works. You know, we can't just drop everything and put you first. And he just kept pushing it a little bit. It inspired us to write a song. We changed the name of the lawyer, specifically so we wouldn't get sued. But we did come up with this song for Judge Boyd specifically.
In a small town courtroom on a Wednesday morn, a lawyer named Dan was gabbing up a storm. Kept on complaining, said he'd rather be fishing. Told Judge Boyd that his time she was missing. Dan's briefcase was full of papers and complaints, but his biggest gripe was time he'd rather waste. Said, Judge, I got things I'd much rather do. Judge Boyd just sighed and said, well, boo-hoo. Oh, Dan the lawyer wouldn't cease his cry. courtroom echoed with his long-winded whine. Judge Boyd just smiled, she had it all on tape. Uploaded to her channel, Dan's big mistake. Your Honor, he said this court's a bore. I've got a life outside this courtroom floor. Judge Boyd rolled her eyes, hit record anew. Dan, that's enough, we're all tired of you. Every eye in that room was watching Dan, turning shades of red as he ran out of plans. Judge Boyd hit upload with a little grin, said now the whole world can hear you rambling. Oh, Dan the lawyer wouldn't cease his cry. Courtroom echoed with his long-winded whine. Judge Boyd just smiled, she had it all on tape. Uploaded to her channel, Dan's big mistake. His cry, courtroom echoed with his long-winded whine. Judge Boyd just smiled, she had it all on tape. Uploaded to her channel, Dan's big mistake.
There we go. There we go. Big shout out to Judge Boyd. Does a phenomenal job down there in San Antonio, Texas, Bexar County. With her way more patience than any of us would have with some of those lawyers. Next one, though, talking about patience. Not every judge has it, or at least has our patience. Some judges are a little much to listen to, and you know it when you hear it. And we heard it in Ferlazzo. So we're giving the Ambient award to one judge in particular, who really. Quite honestly, just put us all to sleep. I don't know how to say this nicer. He has that delivery style that that just makes you want to not listen. And so we're going to see if we can just rest a little bit while we hear a very short clip of what that sounded like as he reads a stipulation.
One's a long one.
It's a long one. Here we go.
Stipulation number 9, members of the jury, the state and defendant, Joseph Lazo, have agreed that you may find.
I'm sorry.
All the stipulation. A partial projectile was collected from bag number 4 on October 20th, 2021 by Vermont State Police during Lazo's autopsy at the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner.
If you guys remember the stipulation, it was about 17 pages long. It saved us days of courtroom time, so we listened to the whole of it, but it was so long. The judge and Judge Ferlazzo and Mr. Ferlazzo's trial, which was the anniversary murder trial, wins the award for Ambient. He can put us all to sleep faster than anybody else. But I know some business is boring. Judge is better than my sleeping pills. Ambient is problematic for my insomnia. Good stuff. All right. So congratulations for that. Let's see. There was an honorable mention from that category as well, which goes right here. Pause for a second. Now, this particular moment may not be the most boring that he had to offer, but Mr. Lally from the Karen Reed trial had that unique delivery as well.
Of witnesses in an attempt to distract you from the evidence in this case. It's essentially defense by obfuscation. It's a 3-card monster. The facts and the evidence in this case are your card. They're the Queen of Hearts. And so what I want you to, or what the defense wants you to do, is not look at that card. Look look at anything else. Look at movement, look at this person, look at that person, look at text messages, look at this.
Red Solo cups, look at leaf blowers.
The evidence, because if you do, what it will ineluctably lead you to.
Enter what?
The defendant is do. What it will ineluctably lead you into the fact of the evidence, because if you do, what it will ineluctably lead you.
Intellectably. Is that a word? Hang on. If it was, I was today years old when I first heard it. Hey Siri, define interlectably.
Here's some info about interactivity.
That's not it. Hey Siri, define interlectably.
Here's some info about bowel resection.
Excuse me? That's part of having part of your intestine removed. Probably more pleasant than listening to this. Hey Siri, define ineluctably.
Here's what I found.
Just can somebody tell me what this word means? Okay, somebody's, let's see, my phone is answering. Ineluctably. Okay. Hey Siri, define ineluctably.
I found this on the web.
Intellectively? Intellectively is a word. Bowel resection, that's probably what he was talking about. No, we're not going to do that. Check the CC for the spelling. I could do that. Apparently Siri thinks he has bowel issues. Might be related to the Uber driver delivering my chili late. Unable to be resisted or avoided. There you go. No such word. Inescapable. Can't avoid it. Apparently. Well, there's Mr. Lally. He was the honorable mention in this category. Some say he should have won, but there can only be one winner. All right. Next up we have a life lesson. This was a good moment. This was a good moment. No, Amber, I can't say this word. When I say this word, it sounds like a different word, which is different than, it has to do with conceiving. It's not inconceivable. I can't say that. Can't say that. Interlocutory. Is that the word? Hey Siri, define interlocutory.
Interlocutory means of a decree or judgment given provisionally during the course of a legal action. Do you want to hear the remaining
interlocutory?
one?
Okay. No, Siri, I'm done. Thank you. Go away.
Okay.
That's a real word, interlocutory, and that's something that's commonly heard in the legal world. But that's not the word that he said, nor was it the word he meant. I think inevitably was probably closer for sure. All right. Okay. This next little clip. This was a moment. You guys know I sometimes get sidetracked and I share stories personally. This moment was a moment in Minecraft court that led to this. Mr. Kendrick had made some poor life choices growing up where he had, well, this is a bit of a longer one, but it resulted in me sharing a story, and it's a very personal story. So let me bring this over here, and we saw a guy who had made some poor choices in court, and it prompted this. And so life's lesson goes right here. let me say this. Our rapper dude who was up first, right? I misspelled that. Ambition. Okay. I realize he's got a long rap sheet, a whole bunch of stuff. If I listened to it, most of it was sort of theft related. It was stealing stuff for money. It's probably not a stretch of the imagination to think he comes from a background where he doesn't have much. Is there not a way that kids like that, Woody, like we as people, is there not something we can do to give kids like that opportunity so that they see that there's a different path forward than thank you, Woody. That's 100 memberships tonight, so you don't get caught and then you can make it. Because that like his situation breaks my heart a little bit. I realize he made like I can play some music here because I'm pontificating. I know the defendant made some bad choices. We listened to page after page of rap sheet information where he's stolen somebody's credit cards and tried to use them. He's breaking into a car, tried to, and all that. But I didn't hear a lot of, drive-by shootings, whatever. And we heard from the fact that he spit a full song worth of bars. He's got some talent. I realize some people might not call rap music talent, but there is some talent there. There's some ambition. Would it not be better to give someone like that an opportunity to legitimately make something, like create something that they themselves can say, I own this. I built this out of nothing, and I have made this song. It is getting played on the radio. It might only be at like 12:30 in the morning on the local AM station, but I'm getting some airtime, and I can be something. Would it not be better to recognize potential in somebody like that instead of just throwing them into the system and letting the system do its work, which is not the best place to find a mentor. I think all that we do right now, and I'm not saying we should not punish crime. Okay, don't get me wrong. There are people that commit crimes that need to pay their dues to society. They need to pay that back. They need to spend some time behind bars, if nothing else, just to refocus and see what is real and what how the system works. But there are others that seem to just get caught up in that, whether it's I don't know, it's not bubbling up. I just think there's opportunities that we can look around us and see people who are in the same path that what was his name, Kendrick was in, and maybe intervene a little bit and give them an opportunity to become more than what the system is going to make them into if they just go through those same cogs in that same path. I don't know, maybe I've got everything I need. I mean maybe I should stop preaching and act more. I've got everything I need on this desk for somebody to record a demo track. Gotta give that some thought. All right. Can't take you serious with the sad music. I did at the end of that, I did share a personal story where a good friend of mine, an older gentleman who I grew up around, his name was George Kirkland, who sadly has passed, stepped in when life was difficult for me and I was going through some stuff, and he didn't step in and say, hey, I'm going to teach you how to straighten your life out or make better choices or to prepare you for the future or anything else. He didn't do any of that. He just said, hey, I need some yard work done. I'll pay you for it. I'm like, okay. And then through working, and the thing is, he loved doing yard work. He loved doing it. And I was doing what he would have done. He didn't have to pay me. He was fine financially, but he saw that I needed some guidance and stepped in to give that. And he gave it to me while we were working side by side. And he taught me how to work. He taught me, to really take pride in my work and things like that. And just a complete mentor. I ended up going up and working a couple times up at his ranch in Star Valley, Wyoming, which is heaven for those who have not been there. It is beautiful. And it just, went up there, took the family one time with me, my mom, a sibling or two, went up there. He, assigned me all sorts of different duties around the ranch. Had a 4-wheeler and a 3-wheeler to ride, and fishing, everything. It was just amazing. When he passed away, I went to his funeral. I wanted to see Theta, his wife, and thank her. And as an adult now, having benefited from those formative years where he was stepped in as a mentor for me. And as I was waiting in the line, I was just making small chat with the people who were in the line of the funeral with me. And there were other people, around my age. And I'm like, how do you know George? And I started hearing story after story of somebody who was in my same situation, who George treated the exact same way and hired them to do something and became a mentor. And the line was just full of them. It was people that he had touched, and he had stepped in and changed life in the way that he could. He was not changing the world. He was changing one person at a time. And it was absolutely, absolutely incredible to see the number of lives he had touched. I thought I was the only one. I mean, he treated me like I was the most important person in the world, and taught me and then paid me for the experience. And I can't thank him enough. I wish I'd done it more when he was alive. But great mentor, great example. So now it's getting sweaty in here. My eyes are all sweaty. Anyway, so that was a life lesson award. Went to that one. We'll tribute the Minecraft courtroom with that award. Now would be a good time for another song. Speaking of, there are some trials we do not watch, right? We don't watch some trials. They're just too much, right? And we know that some of the content is just either it strikes too close to too many of us. And it's just like, I just can't watch that, right? That's not for us. We don't watch every trial. There are big trials that would, it'd be lots of views on YouTube if we follow the trial, and it's just not right. And one of them happens to be the Courtney Clenny trial, the OnlyFans trial, because the content would probably, and one slip of the cameraman, and my channel would be deleted because it violates YouTube's terms of service. So thinking about that, and I'm thinking about the OnlyFans trial and everything else. Here's a little song that we wrote in sort of like a tribute to that, but we wanted to make it a good version instead of a bad version. Let's move this over to StreamYard. There we go. Add music. This one is also an OnlyFans song, but it's called Grandpa's OnlyFans. it's sort of like halfway between what I was talking about having a mentor and the Courtney Clenny trial. If you were to mix those two things together, this is what you would end up with.
Old man Joe just turned 74. Found a website, thought it was for more. Sharing stories about his younger days. Cooking breakfast in his own kind of ways. Signed up quick, put his pictures on. Fishing trips and mowing the lawn. Didn't know what it was all about. Just sharing life with no second doubts. Grandpa's OnlyFans, spreading love worldwide. Folks tuning in can't put their phones aside. He's gone viral, making money with grace, unaware he's in a different space. Neighbors whisper what they say ain't kind, but Joe keeps on, he don't seem to mind. He's buying tractors, fixing up comments, laughs out loud. Grandpa Joe, you make us proud. Still oblivious to the site's true start, sharing his life straight from the heart. It brings his grandkids on for a morning chat, shows them how to fix an old straw hat. They think it's funny, but they don't tell. Just let Grandpa's stories ring like a bell.
There we go. That's as close to the OnlyFans trial as we're going to get as far as coverage goes. Guitar solo. Guitar player was not complaining. There you go.
Believers whisper what they say ain't kind, but Joe keeps on. He don't seem to mind. He's buying tractors, fixing up his place with the earnings from his newfound fames. He reads their comments, laughs out loud. Grandpa Joe, you make us proud. Still oblivious to the site's true start, sharing his life straight from the heart.
Megan Easton, thank you. Happy New Year to you. Y'all loved. There we go. So that was, I don't know. I need to trim that ending off. I didn't realize that was on there. But sometimes AI just doesn't know when to stop. You know, you better be wearing a Tux t-shirt. Well, guess what? Guess what? I can't see where I am. I am. I wouldn't MC anything other than in a tux. All right. Let's see. Where did that take us to on the rundown? We've got a few more things here. The party is not over yet. We're not over yet. All right. Here's a fun one. We had some noise in the studio. We've had a wee bit of sound. I realized you might. Let's see. Let's hide this and hide that one. There we go. Sometimes you go in like stores and you see they have a sign up front. It's like, hey, pardon our dust. We're under construction. We're expanding to better fulfill your needs. You know, excited to bring you the new look. You know the signs. You've been there. You look at those stores and they're like, hey, pardon our dust. And like in one far corner, there's like a little barricaded off area where they've got like a couple pieces of equipment. And that's it. And there's like no dust anywhere. You're like, what dust? I don't see any dust. This is the cleanest I've ever seen it. My studio, not so. I've had to vacuum concrete dust off most of my equipment as we've been demolishing. And you guys have got to hear it because, you know, the remodeling has to happen regardless of whether or not I'm live on the air. So we've had a little bit of that going on. And you guys get to hear. I want to listen for the first time. I've not listened to any of this. Let's see. I think it's this one right here. I've not listened to any of this to hear what it actually sounded like for you guys. So I apologize for that. Let's give it a quick listen here. Did you hear that?
I don't have headphones on.
Oh, wait, this was I just heard in one ear. You're talking to yourself a lot.
Is it your conscience?
This is my wife. Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear anything? This was different. You guys tricked me. This was not the link it was supposed to be. This is me.
Who said it? Was it your voice?
It was in my left. No, it was. You guys heard it. I have no feeds coming in. Bug Dugger, thank you very much.
In your head?
Was it Happy New Year? Nobody did a command. I was not going to play this clip. You know what I think it was?
Tinnitus gone crazy.
Okay. I think that was somebody with a super powerful CB radio that was talking. That's just as they're driving by and
we picked that up.
It came in. I don't know where else it can be.
Honey, it's going to be okay. We're going to go see your doctor in just a little bit. Oh no!
And we lost a computer.
We lost everything. Did
Guys,
it go off
there
there?
are ghosts in the machine. And it's gone again.
Name that movie.
Look at this.
It is Friday the 13th. Yeah, there is something happening with it.
You hearing it? Are we having like a solar flare?
In just our office. Quick, go look at the poll.
Who's got the internet? This is weird. Okay, I heard a voice in this ear saying,
did it tell you stop asking
no, it said
for
clearly,
dinner?
It said, and you're talking to yourself a lot. Now, I realize that the context of what the voice said
is accurate.
But you guys look at brutal. Look at this. I'm looking at my desk. There's no audio inputs coming in from my video board.
I love this. Like we can look at that and be like, yeah, I see that. No
there are
audio
two
inputs.
audio inputs raised on this. One is my mic, and one is my mic. One is Mrs. RA's mic. No other inputs are raised. There is no other way for sounds to come into the system. And I heard something. Like,
I'm not saying you're crazy. I'm sure it was some
She's
electrical
saying I'm
wires
crazy.
crossed.
Yeah.
Or your conscience, Scott.
You don't have like a sound. You didn't play it like in your microphone or something.
How would that even happen? The microphone
wild.
Receives information. It doesn't. I can't
Like
hear
Umber
it.
says, go to the doctor.
Go to the doctor.
All right, I'm going to cut this one short. We got
All these people, not me. I didn't hear anything. That's all on you, Scott.
All right, that was a funny time. I thought we were going to hear banging, like when you guys built this rundown for me, Mrs. RA and Red Pen and whoever else, Amber, who put this together. I thought that clip was going to be the hammering up the wall because you guys heard as the demolition was happening. So we have had some moments where we've had some very loud noises in court, and the door just opened by itself. That's weird. We've had some very loud noises in court where I've had to apologize because it's just been so loud. But the banging, hopefully that soon will stop. The demolition is done. I guess that's the big announcement. Demolition is done. From now on, it's just building. Doesn't mean we won't hammer anymore, but we're just building from now on out. Like my studio is getting really dark. You guys seeing that? Like clouds, or maybe the sun's going down. I'm not sure what. Let's see if I can crank the gain just a tiny bit on this. There we go. It's a little better. Tiny bit. All right. I got bamboozled there. All right. We've got the next one. This is going a ways back. This is going back, I think, just over a year. And this is going to take us to yoga time. A lot of times we talk about during a break, we like to say, hey, the judge will say, hey, you can stand up and stretch and everything. We took that to the next level with one particular case, and that was with Tommy. And I ran some commentary over it. I don't know why. The one mistake I made on this is I used Verdict music as our yoga music. I don't know what I was thinking. I have no clue what I was thinking. But let's see if we can bring in.
He's the guy.
We'll bring this in. Share yoga time. There it is. There we go. And play. Please. Oh, yes, yoga music. We should play some yoga music. Maybe that'll help. Let's try. You feeling it, Tommy? You feeling it? Can you hear the music in your headphones? I'll turn it up a bit for you. Let's do it now. Right now. Everybody on your feet. Here we go. It's yoga time. Bring out your mats. Let's start with a little stretch, shall we? Roll back the shoulders. Do a little twist. Oh, something popped. That wasn't good. We might have to cut it short. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna sit down right now. This is no good. This is no good. Oh man. That's gonna need some ice. Sorry there, Tommy. That's all we get. That's all the yoga we get. All right, that was a funny time with the Tommy trial. That was the defendant. He stood up and he says he has a bad back. He said he had a bad back. He said a lot of things in that trial, but that was one of them. So that was good. That was a little tribute to the yoga there. There's the yoga award. Goes to Tommy Randolph in Nevada versus Thomas Randolph. A very interesting trial. Had some spicy testimony in that trial. That was wild. And some very poor acting as well. All right. Let's see. Next one is the Snitchy Award. Let's see. A little background. Glenn Morrison, witness at Tommy Randolph's pretrial hearing. He was the drinking buddy and the hired gun Tommy hired to get to off his wife. The witness gave up Tommy's whole plan, the faked robbery, the safe, the insurance money, etc. Mr. Morrison ultimately declined to do what Tommy wanted to hire him for, and turned to the state's witness in this case. The cross of this witness is the best. We've got 2 clips to play. If I can get, and you guys will remember as soon as you see this picture. You guys are gonna remember who this guy is. See, I think it's pretrial. There we go. Pretrial evidentiary hearing. Share. And make that full screen. The crossed arms is just classic. I love it. This guy is great.
Good morning, Mr. Morrison.
Good morning.
Mr. Morrison, you don't like Thomas Randolph, do you?
I gotta guess him.
You called him a chicken shit. And
Well, yeah, he is chicken shit.
You do have something against him because you told the police he was chicken shit, and you told the court today he's chicken shit, right? You don't like him in part because you believed that Mr. Randolph was an undercover officer and he was trying to set you up on things. Isn't that right?
Yes, in a way, yes.
And you didn't like that very much because you thought he was an undercover officer and you'd had problems with the law. Fair?
No, I ain't had problems with the law.
You haven't had problems with the law?
I ain't had no serious problems with the law. DUI, maybe yes, something like that.
How about a drug trafficking conviction? You got a drug trafficking conviction?
That was here about a couple years ago.
Okay. And, Your Honor, there's no jury here, and I talked to the prosecutor.
They had nothing to do with him.
Hold on, just 1 second, sir. There's no question that's been. I'm sorry.
The prosecutor, there's no jury here, so I'm going to ask him a little bit more questions about his criminal history.
And I mean, obviously, for the purposes of this hearing, I have no objection for this to be in front of the jury, which we have a different.
Totally understand.
You have a sexual assault conviction? Rape conviction?
No.
You've never been charged with rape?
I was thrown out of court.
So you're charged with rape?
But you threw it out of court.
And how about murder? You're charged with murder?
No, I ain't been charged with murder.
Attempted murder?
Nope.
Okay.
My brother.
My brother. It wasn't me. It's like, that's my brother.
That you're describing. When was this discussion with Mr. Randolph?
I don't know the date. I have no idea what the date.
Okay, now let's put dates aside. In other words, February, March. Let's talk about years, sir. What year did this happen?
Can't remember.
Could it be 1998?
I have no idea. I don't remember.
Could it be 1981? Could it be?
Could be. Couldn't be. I don't know.
Could it be 2002?
No.
No. Okay, so we know it's somewhere between, how about 1970s, mid 70s?
I don't know. I recall.
Okay. So somewhere between the mid 70s and 1999, in that 25-year period, this happened. Fair?
I guess.
Well, you were there, sir, not me.
Well, you know the answer, don't you?
Sir, I'm gonna need you to answer the questions that are being asked. Somewhere during this time period did this happen?
Yes.
Did you know him for a 25-year period?
No.
It's your testimony you never met this wife?
I never seen his wife. Just Francis.
Okay, so we're going to stop that one. There's another clip we want to get to with this same witness from this same trial, who was just, man, he was a piece of work. What a guy, what a guy. Glenn Morrison. The next one, the same questioning continuing. Let me bring this over and share that one with you as well. Getting really good at letting you guys see what I'm seeing. This is new for me. There we go.
While I'm waiting for this,
They're
did
pulling
you,
something up.
whether it's true or not, believe that Mr. Randolph had slept with your wife?
I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't have cared?
No.
Did you believe he had slept with your wife?
No.
Did you believe he slept with your mother-in-law?
Probably did. Everybody has. Everybody has.
The judge says, I'm sorry, what did you just say? Everybody has.
Shame on you, sir.
Yeah, shame on you. Shame on you. This was some witness. Probably the best part of that trial was that witness. Tommy was terrible in that one. Absolutely terrible. Snitches get stitches. He turned state's evidence and told all. And when I say all, I mean all. He told all on that one. So Glenn Morrison, congratulations. Get the Snitchy Award. I'm not sure if I want to click this. Oh, okay. This is a good one. I was worried that, you know, I struggle to pronounce some words, right? And I'm not the only one. There are some words that all of us probably say wrong. I still get told that I pronounce color wrong. I say it the same way everyone else does, but people say when I say it, it's wrong. But this next one is the Word of the Year award, and we're going to bring that for that one. We're going all the way back down to another just down to earth witness. This is in the Ty Tucker case, which ended in a it ended in a plea deal. Actually, it initially ended in mistrial, and then ended up in a plea deal where he pled guilty and got time served for one of the charges. The rest were dismissed.
Because he's the guy.
And now we're back to the Treehouse trial for the word of the day, and the word is what?
Beating on me, and the other was beating on Paula.
Okay. Do you remember any description as far as the size of these men?
Yeah, I remember the size of them. I know I could tell by the Swazer who that one was. You know, by meeting him different times up there at Paula's. Who's that one? Yeah, I remember the size of him. I know I could tell by the Swazer who that one was. Size of him. I know I could tell by the Swazer who.
He says Swazer.
Who that one was. You know, by meeting him different times up there at Paula's. I knew the Swazer. Get that word right, Swazer? Uh-huh.
Okay.
No,
I don't know what that word means, so I'm sorry.
Oh, his style, his walk, his talk.
Okay.
Okay. Hey Siri, define Swazer.
Here's what I found.
Well, let's see. We've got what does the name Swazer mean? Last name Swazer, or it's a last name. Family history, ancestry.com. We could go through and see who has the last name Swazer. It's not a word. It's not a word.
Were they like height wise? Were they tall guys, short guys? Were they the same height, or was there a difference between the two?
Tall, one short.
I'm sorry, and I talked over you, and I apologize.
Tall, one short.
Okay, one's tall, one's short. You said, right?
You've got to say yes or no, sir. If you could just.
Okay, I'll do that.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Raggett, you said one of the men was tall and one of the men was shorter. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, so clear.
Do you recall which one was focusing attention on you and which one was focusing attention on Paula?
Yes.
Okay, which one was on you, the tall guy or the short guy?
Tall guy.
And the other one on Paula was the shorter guy?
Yeah.
All right. Now, did this?
Yes. Okay.
No, you.
Anyway, that's as far as we're going to go. I love that he just owns the word. When I say a word wrong, I like to own it as well. So this guy has my respect from the Ty Tucker case. That was a fun one. All right. So that's the word of the year. Swazer or swagger is what he meant. Let's see. Best. Let's see, I've got a couple here. We've got a best self-defense monologue. I'm going to do this as a poll. I'm going to let you guys choose the winner. Let's see if I can make a poll here. It'll take just a second. I think I'm spelling things right. I'm not looking. Our options are going to be Sarah Boone, Joseph Ferlazzo, to add another option. I think I'm spelling everyone's names wrong. Robert Tellis, and last but not least, fourth option is going to be Melody Ferris. Who gave the best self-defense monologue? And start poll. There we go. The poll is up right now. It's going to be quick voting. This is going to be live. If you get to, well, whatever answer you choose, that's going to be the winner. That's how polls work. Define best. When you say best, it depends what your definition of is. Only right answers. I'll let you choose. Sarah Boone, because she excels at everything. Only 2 of those were self-defense. Point. The Gaming Pad, thank you very much. Happy New Year to you as well. So who was more crazy? All right, here we go. We're going to end the poll here because I think we've got a clear winner already.
About to catch a whooping.
All right, where's the poll? There we go. We're going to end the poll. We have a clear winner, well, by at least 8%. The winner is Sarah Boone with 38%, 29% with Robert Tellis, 24% Melody Ferris, and 8% for Joseph Ferlazzo. So Sarah Boone is the winner, which means we'll play this clip right here. Bring this over. Make it big. Sarah Boone was an important trial for the channel this year because getting equipment down there on scene, live, putting the live view to work. It was a good collaboration with Trial TV Live. It was a lot of fun out of Florida. So here we go. Let's listen a little bit to Sarah Boone.
Seated, you've been previously sworn. You may inquire, sir.
For the record, just state your name again.
Sarah Boone.
All right. Now, this is unlike a trial, so you're allowed to speak in a narrative form, as well as I understand you have taken some notes or written a letter that you want to read from, and then you want to speak to the court after that.
Yes.
All right.
Here we go.
Why don't you go ahead and get started?
This is actually an edited version of.
Oh, my poor ears. The way he's handling that microphone is not appropriate. I'm just having a hard time. Never mind.
I had a lot to say. I've had a lot of time to think about things, and I didn't really know how to put it on paper. And I didn't know how much I could say or how little I should say. So what I have here is, like I said, an edited version. But I would like to read the more important parts. that I feel that everyone should know that wasn't said in my actual trial. And on top of what I have on paper, this is just the tip of the tip of the tip of the iceberg. So I wanted to read this, and then if I may, I would like to address everyone in my apology on top of my statement.
You may proceed, ma'am.
All right. And she's going to proceed without us. We're not going to listen to that again. So she's the winner. Congratulations. The particular category, one more time, that was the winner of was the best self-defense monologue, or basically the best excuse. In hers, happens, I think best is used loosely. It's like the inverse of that word. But congratulations, and thank you all for helping me choose that one. We had to choose a winner there. Now we've got a poll I don't have video for or pictures, but I would like you guys to make some nominations here. And I want to hear, and maybe this comes more from the ladies, but who is the best dressed bailiff? Now, you might say, okay, whoa, bailiff, they're in uniform. Everyone wears the same thing. Not all of them. Some are in casual. Some uniforms fit better than others. And if I remember correctly, we've even had bailiffs show up in like nearly costume, like the flag one. There's unanimous. Like chat is echoing Judge Simpson's. That would be Allen. Mr. Allen from Judge Simpson's court is the winner there. Congratulations, Mr. Allen. Hands down, the bailiff in Judge Simpson's court is the big winner on that one. I didn't want to be the vote that. I'm like, yeah, it's a nice uniform. I mean, what do you want me to say other than that? It's a nice uniform. Congratulations, Mr. Allen, out of Judge Simpson's court, the winner of the Best Dressed Bailiff Award. Let's see. We had a nomination for one. Had a nomination for an award that did not actually come from Recovery Addict's channel. It came from our Top Mark Media channel. We did not cover the case really in depth. And that was for a biggest loser of a defense lawyer. That's all I can say. Biggest loser of a defense lawyer. And thank you, Michelle's Mixed Media Madness, for this nomination. John Pryor receives the award for the biggest loser of a defense lawyer. He was almost unanimously hated by everyone, including, I think, his client in that case, in that courtroom. So he defended Mr. Chad Daybell up there in Idaho. Chad was found guilty. I believe he got the death. He's on death row, if I understand that correctly. But thank you for that one. That was in June or so. So funny thing about that one. He mid-trial, he sort of wanted to get off the case. He's like, I'm done. I need to be released. Why? Because Mr. Daybell is out of money. He's paid me all the money he has. He's even signed over the deed to his property. The property where the bodies were found were signed over to his defense lawyer. So the defense lawyer owned that property. And there was a point where he was asking a witness about, sorry, my son's jamming on the guitar. We got him a guitar for Christmas, a little 3/4 size guitar. So it's just a side note. And it's steel string, and he's just playing. He's like, my fingers hurt real bad. I was like, keep playing. They're going to get stronger. I'm like, not so much in one day, but wait, he's jamming. There was a time where Mr. Pryor was questioning a witness in the Daybell trial, and he was asking the witness about how big the property was that Chad Daybell had. And the witness turned on and was like, you tell me, you own it, which was, I think, the highlight of that trial, that little comment. Anyway, so that's biggest loser of defense lawyer goes to Mr. John Pryor in the Chad Daybell defense. Another one we're not going to show a video for, but we can do another poll. And this might be a difficult poll for some people to participate in because you want to click more than one answer. When did the jury get it wrong? All right, we're going to have a couple options here. That are my suggestions. Hey, how's it going? Apple River. If you remember Apple River, that was the stabbing. Was that self-defense or not? Karen Reed. Really, that's a cheap shot because according to the state, the Commonwealth, the jury didn't do anything there. Whatever they did didn't count. Melody Ferris. Tell you, after doing the live stream with Peter, I've never been less sure about a verdict that I decided guilty on than that one. And this last one, I'm going to let you read yourselves when we put it on here. This is just it's the control group is what it is. When did the jury get it wrong? There's the poll. The poll's up right now. Is it Apple River? Is it Karen Reed? Is it Melody Ferris or Daryl Brooks? I'll take a look and see what's happening here as the numbers roll in. Someone has voted for Daryl Brooks. See, I knew some of you wanted Ashley Benefield, Apple River, Karen Reed. Karen Reed and Apple River.
Are we going to address subject matter jurisdiction?
Delphi, Indiana got it most wrong. Okay, that entire court process, there's something wrong with that. Reed wasn't a verdict, right? What if you think they didn't get it wrong? Then don't vote. Don't vote. Or if you think they didn't get it wrong, vote for Daryl Brooks, I guess.
For the record, I don't consent to
All right, who voted for DB? Speak up. You know which one I thought? The cop that shot Tatiana Jefferson. I think the jury got that one wrong. And that was a tough one. Because I think, I don't know, that was the hardest one for me that I think they got wrong. Daryl Brooks got internet access for New Year's Eve. He's on here voting. Yes, it's my case. It's me. See that, Judge Darrow? Koberger will be on later this next year. This is going to be amazing. Zachariah Anderson. That's one that could have been on there as well. But Apple River, Karen Reed, Melody Ferris. Delphi trial was total mess and wrong. We're going to go ahead and end the poll here. It looks like Karen Reed is the winner currently on that list, but obviously a few of you are saying we could definitely put a few more names on that list because the jury does not always get it right. All right, let's see. This is one I'm going to do a little differently in chat. You ready? Instead of a poll, voted for Brooks because you spelled his first name wrong. Sorry. Thanks, Josh. It was you. Josh is our devil's advocate on these polls. He's always the one off. In chat, we'd like to sort of give an award to the most humorous community member. That's the comments that appear in chat, or it can be phone calls. Who is the person you find that always just makes you laugh in their comments? Let's see who that would be. So far we have Adam is up there, Amber, Ivan. Adam gets my vote. Greeners and Adam, like the tag team. Oh, I can't click. They're going so fast. Jeff, Mrs. R.A., Ivan, Greeners, Ivan Thal, Amber, Ivan, Adam. I can't choose. Greeners. Mrs. R.A. Greeners. Dwayne gets it. Go, Dwayne. See, Ivan, Thal, Greeners. Terrible at names. I have to abstain. Thal, Amber and Thal, Amber, Greeners and Ivan, Adam and Greeners. What are we voting for? We're voting for the person we feel makes us laugh the most in chat. Coming in second, Greeners. Thal. Tell you what. I'm going to do a poll. Now that we have those names, I will do the poll. Okay, I'm going to put, I've got who's the funniest community member in chat, Adam, Ivan, Greeners, or Thal. You have to vote for one. I realize that's, that's difficult to do sometimes, but you've got to vote for one. And so the one who makes you laugh the most, vote for them. If you can't vote for one, if you can't decide between two, just don't vote. Someone else will make the decision for you. I'm not picking, Ari. I'm not picking. Who is Adam? Says Teddy Bear. I abstain. This is a sexist poll, no women. You guys made the nominations. I should put Amber on there, but she's a mod. We summoned Ivan. Oh, look, sorry, I'm late, guys. How's it going? Good, Ivan. Check out the poll. Check out the poll. I'm not there, so I can't vote. Greeners and Adam are tired. Seriously? All right. I'm gonna send a stack of stickers. I'm going to send a stack of stickers to all the nominees. How about that? Mrs. R.A., you can come pick yours up. We're going to send a stack of stickers to Greeners, Ivan, Adam, Thal, and Amber. How about that? I'm going to end the poll here. Greeners is the winner. Greeners came out with 48%. Those bribes worked. Greeners, good job. Ivan came in at 27. Adam at 16. Thal at 9. Not bad. Not bad. Where is Thal? Thal was here earlier. He was on the phone. I can only send so many stickers to each person. We do have a link now where you can buy stacks of 10 stickers. Through Sticker Mule. I can find it here. I'm not sure if the mods have that. Reverend Beasley, I think I sent yours out already. I cheated to vote on my computer and my phone. There we go. So the winners, if you've been nominated, reach out to me with your name and your address, and we'll get some stickers out to you. All right. That was our funniest person. See if we have any others. Community vote. Best judge. Best judge. There's no prize here, so we're going to just do this in chat. Who is your favorite judge of all time? By name, if you can remember the name. Mrs. R.A. slipped in and then left. Was she here? Where was she? I didn't see her. Favorite judge? We've got Judge Kranick, Simpson, Newman, Judge Boyd, Letitia's trial. That was, I forget his name, but he's in Colorado. Great judge. Middleton or Simpson, Newman, Simpson, Schroeder, Judge Summers from Rust. From old school, need a magnet for the fridge. We're getting ready. We're designing magnets right now. We're going to first do these stickers in the magnets, and we might make another one later. But I'm working on magnets. We'll have those available soon. Simpson, Fleischer, Darrow, Judge Carroll. That was from the Maya trial. Bev, she made an appearance. Thanks, Barry, for bringing the Karen Reed trial up there. Fleischman, Newman, Boyd, Bowtie Guy is the guy. That would be Judge Fleischer. Beware, munch your band may follow. Just in. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you. Appreciate that. Happy New Year to you as well. Simpson, Fleischer, Darrow was awesome. This isn't a fair question. I don't like it. Who's the best judge? That's all. Or who are your favorites? You can name them all. Fleischer, Judge Carroll. Man, they have so many. Newman and
Happy
Werner.
Happy birthday. You look good.
Judge Werner was the Colorado one. OG Sean White, Happy New Year. I want a magnet. And my choice is Fleischer. OG Sean White, send me a text to the burner phone with your address. And I'll send you, well, I don't have any magnets. I can get you stickers. I don't have magnets yet. Carol. Uncivil Law is the best judge. Judge Gorsuch. There you go. The murder court, Kranick. Good judges all around. I tell you, I like Judge Carroll for the way he's able to reset. He was the one in Maya. He was able to reset for his incredible memory. Like he remembers what somebody said at a pretrial hearing 2 years before. Just absolutely, just wild that he was able to do that. I love him for that. I like Judge Schroeder, even though he was very, he talked when he probably should think. So he said the quiet parts out loud, but you always knew what he was thinking. Even he'd tell the jury as he'd sort of use them as a sounding board while he's trying to make decisions. I liked that part about him. Judge Werner in Colorado. I think he's in Colorado, or is he down in Florida? I don't remember if it's the right one. Letitia's a lawyer or judge in that case. Just amazing. His ability to break down legal concepts for the jury to understand, phenomenal. The guy should be a teacher, teach law to noobs like me. Let's see. Other great judges. Obviously, some of the ones we watched. Judge Simpson. Great style. He's a funny guy. We've got Judge Boyd, who really has the defendant's best outcome in mind in every single case. And I mean, just amazing judges. So thank you. Most creative recovery addict should go to Red Pen for her thumbnails. Yes, she's absolutely amazing. Although Creative B, Debbie, you're incredible as well with the plaques you make. Good stuff. Funniest judge was the Tellus judge in Nevada. That was good. It was really good. Good times. Let's see. We've got
somebody just sent me a video of roaches fighting. I don't know who won.
You sent me a sticker once magnets are ready. I'll take one. Sounds good. We need 2 judge categories. There's so many. Best defense team. Who's got the best defense team? My son's walking through. He's got a guitar on his back. You can see the guitar walking back and forth in front of the camera. Hey, how's it going, bud? Karen Reed. I think Karen Reed is the win. Baldwin's defense team was pretty good. We didn't get to see enough of them though. They were phenomenal. Johnny Depp's team was good. That's going a little too far back for us. Karen Reed, YSL, Tom. Oh my goodness. That was the most expensive defense team. There were so many people on it. All the different defense lawyers put together. Maya or Karen. Maya was really good. Steele. Who's Steele? Karen Reed. Is that who is Steele? Why is that name? Where is Steele from? I can't remember. Depps is the best. YSL had a ton of lawyers. Mr. Weinstein. Brian Steele from YSL. That's why. He's the guy who did time in jail. He's like, if you're going to lock me up with my clients, so at least we can get some work done. Tucker, he did it by himself. Sure did. Steele was YSL. Yeah. Loved that scene. Him taking off his shoes and his jacket in court, and he's like, cuff me. Lock me up. I'll die on this hill. That was really good. Let's see. I need to keep checking to see what you guys can see to make sure I don't like StreamYard for that reason. I can't see my output over there where I normally would. So that's our judges. Melissa Webb made a nomination for the best defense team, and said on that one that she would go with Karen Reed, and she even provided a link here, which we're going to pause just for a second and share just a tiny portion of. Share screen. Karen Reed. This is from the closings where defense signed.
Look the other way. Look the other way. 4 words that sum up the Commonwealth's entire case. 4 words that sum up the hopes of those who have tried to deceive you. Conflicts of interest? Doesn't matter. Just look the other way. Magic hairs, magic glass. Look the other way. Late night calls and Google searches, falsified affidavits, inverted videos, and butt dials galore. Just look the other way.
That's going to be my band name, Butt Dials Galore.
That's what they're counting on, but the uncontrovertible fact is you have been lied to in this courtroom. And your job is to make sure you don't ever look the other way. Your singular duty is to stare down the evidence and do it unflinchingly and do it unwaveringly. You see, you're the only thing standing between Karen Reed and the tyranny of injustice. It's a job you didn't ask for, probably a job you didn't want.
Special
But it's the greatest responsibility we have as citizens here in America.
50 memberships as well.
Lest the government stop answering to us and we start answering to the government.
Thank you so much, Special K.
And woe betide any one of us
so generous,
who might find ourselves in the crosshairs of a Michael Proctor.
This was just
preparing for today. I was reminded of a quote. It's a quote about the truth, and I want to share it with you. It is of great importance to set a resolution never to tell an untruth. There is no vice so mean, so pitiful, so contemptible, and those who permit themselves to tell a lie once find it much easier to do it a second time and a third. This falsehood of the tongue leads to that of the heart, and in time, it depraves all its good dispositions.
So like Ben Franklin.
What does that mean? It means that it's been observed that to tell an untruth, to exaggerate, to make a false claim, it's a cancer. One lie begets another, and it's a malignancy that grows over time. And that, folks, is how a cover-up is born.
Amazing closing. Great defense team. Thank you very much for that nomination. Whether you agreed with the outcome of the case or not, and I realize that people are split on that one, I think we can agree that they were very good orators, and their presentation was just their skills were right up there, top notch. All right, Special K, thank you for gifting 50 memberships. Oh my goodness, we've had a ton a ton of memberships gifted, 172 memberships gifted, or I guess gifted this live stream. 172 of you. That is just amazing. This community is incredible that way. All right. Let's see. Going back to our list of what is next on the, we're right near the end. Let's see. Best closing argument. We had another argument or another nomination for best closing argument, which was day 6, beginning at 9:57. Let's see. Is this the right one? Hey, you're live on camera. You know that? Sorry. You were right behind my head. I don't think they saw you. See if I've got the right link here. It's just more work for the mods to sort through. Oh, start with a suitcase.
This is a box. This is the box where George Torres was killed. It's a small box, 28 by 20 by 8 7/8 inches.
It's crazy.
George Torres was zipped up in this box. George Torres took his last panicked breaths in this box. The medical examiner explained to us that with each breath George Torres took in, there was less oxygen in this box. George Torres was murdered in this box. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself, my trial partner, we thank you for your time and attention in this most important of trials.
Wow, that was a good closing. Thank you very much for that nomination. Look, we could go on all night. We could, but I can't. I can't because I have a party to go to. I wanted to share one more thing. Just one second. We've got one more song to share. It's moving over right now, so give me just a second. First of all, oh my goodness, the gifts are flying in. Let's see, where's that one? The Creative Bee, Happy New Year to an amazing group of people. Y'all don't know it, but you've helped me through some tough times. Happy and healthy New Year to all. Thank you as well, Debbie. Appreciate you. Thank you for being a longtime supporter of the channel. Appreciate that very, very much. All right, we need to add one more thing right over here. I could not end this year looking back at some of the great and amazing and fun things that have happened and not take a moment to thank our amazing mods we have on this channel. They do different things. Everyone plays a different role. There's not like one task list that everyone does. Some of them are, monitoring chat. Some of them like work with behind the scenes with documents. Sharon does an amazing job with the birthdays. Tish is active over on the Facebook channel and the moderating and running that. Weather Watch is incredible at many things, often being like when I am not able to be reached, he's helping the other mods get answers to things and connect things, and just an amazing partner and co-host of our podcast as well. Josh is able to sniff up. We've got all these different people who are able to do so many different things, and I could not do what I do if it weren't for them. I have to say this year, thank you to our amazing mods for everything you do. It makes this possible, and it makes this community what it is. It is just amazing that way. So thank you all for that. Oh, hang on. Best throwback. You want me to show this picture, Amber? Now? Apparently, there was a time when I not sure if you can even see this. If you're on Facebook, you might be able to find this picture. That's me wearing a piece of jewelry at a thrift store. That jewelry was found at the thrift store. When they brought it out, the thrift store knew that it was real. They knew that it was real gold, diamonds, and sapphires, but they didn't know how much it was worth. So they priced it at $5,000. A lady came in and said, "I'll give you $3,000 for it." And they said, "Deal." It was worth $12,000 if you just weigh the gold and without the diamonds and the sapphires. But so I'm wearing that. Just an amazing thing. Anyway, thanks for that, Amber. She just threw that in there. Anyway, I could not do this without the mods. They are an integral part of this whole thing. And from first thing in the morning, from, if Leanne's in there, linking some of the upcoming cases that are coming, Josh talking about, what other things are watching. If this one falls through, it's, got a second plan over here. Thomas being just an amazing sounding board when I can, can say, hey, I need an honest opinion here. Am I crazy if I do this or whatever? And I couldn't do this without them. So I thank you to just incredible moderators who have made this possible for me and for all of us. Really, you've worked all year long, and it's been amazing. 6 Volt, thank you so much. Just incredible. 6 Volt, I think, can fix anything. I mean, when you say, look, I'm not a rocket scientist, I think he is. 6 Volt, I think you are a rocket scientist. So, Samantha, thank you so much. No. Everyone is just amazing. Just being welcomed, Samantha, you do such an amazing job at just welcoming people and making them feel seen. Oftentimes, because you guys are reading chat and I'm reading chat and it's going fast, just letting me know when I need to slow it down so that comments don't get lost and people don't feel like they're not seen and heard. Just amazing, every single one of you, for what you do. Thank you, all the way around. Got to include Matthew in there. Matthew as well. Matthew's really busy right now, but he's been just a huge help and another great creator on YouTube. But in that spirit, we are going to play one more song, which is I guess from the mods to me. What I hope they're not going to say one of these days.
I could write it on a sticky note, leave it by your coffee cup, or spell it out in paper clips just to make you look up. Maybe slip it in an email with a funny gif attached, or sing it in the break room with the guitar I've stashed. Oh, I've had enough, boss. It's time for me to go find a new adventure where the wildflowers grow. I've had enough, boss. Gotta hit that open road. So many ways to tell you, but the message is still no.
Yep.
Could print it on a t-shirt, wear it proud each casual day, or bake it in a cake. It says I'm heading on my way. Leave a note in your briefcase with a smiley face and cheer, or scribble on the whiteboard for the whole team to hear. Oh, boss. It's time for me to go find a new adventure where the wildflowers grow. I've had enough, boss. Gotta hit that open road. So many ways to tell you, but the message is still no. Had enough, boss. It's time for me to go find a new adventure where the wildflowers grow. I've had enough, boss. Gotta hit that open road. So many ways to tell you, but the message is still no.
Yeah, so I never want to hear that from y'all. I never want to hear the no. We also have, we're not completely done. We've got a few more things to do here. One in particular. First of all, thank you, Josh. Josh came in with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. And Nikki Zeebs, thank you, RA, Mrs. RA, and mods for making this the best family. I appreciate that. Laurie, also Happy New Year, RA family and mods. Thank you very much, Laurie. And we have a special request to share something that was a lot of fun when it happened. And this is going back. It's a pursuit. It's a police chase, but it's not just any pursuit. Amber, I can't share all these. I've got to go. I've got a party that starts in 2 minutes. It's not just any pursuit. It's a bus pursuit. So we're going to take you back to the days of the bus. Bug Dugger, thank you very much for gifting the membership. Here we go. We've got the bus chase by special request. 3 cut. Here we go. So I think we're good. Let me make myself just a little bit smaller here. There's our bus right there. It just went around the spike strips that this officer had laid out on the street, followed by a few cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, five cars, and then this guy's going to begin as well. So here we have 6 cars. That number will increase as we go on. So this is in Indiana and Ohio. It crossed state lines. And I don't know where the state lines are in the video. I'm not sure if we picked it up in Indiana or if we're in Ohio or vice versa. So if you guys recognize any street signs as we're going along, let me know. Greensburg. Was Greensburg right there? He's running because he stole the bus, GSD Mom. Apparently that's frowned upon in most jurisdictions. We learn something new every day. Glad I could be there to help out with that. Almost all the nominations that we shared today were from Red Pen. Thank you, Red Pen. You understood the assignment. I appreciate that. So throughout this, if you guys would like to start counting police cars, that would be appropriate. It will be difficult to see at times, but let me get my music ready because that's going to happen here soon. A few minutes. Yes, the one we're chasing is the big orange one with the white roof, in case you have any confusion at any point in this trial. It also has lots of windows on the side, and it looks slightly larger than all the rest of the vehicles. For all of you who don't know what a bus looks like. I believe they do try pit maneuvers on this. I believe they try to force it off. Okay, this is so good. I love the sky. It's like postcard perfect. Little puffy clouds on the horizon, but a sunny day. Just we'll take a look at the bus here in 45 minutes or so when they finally get it to stop, and we'll see the condition. Seriously, of all the vehicles to steal and try to hide in, or, blend into the community, this is not the one. Greensburg is in Indiana. Okay, so I think we picked this up in Indiana. More cars are joining. I can see the bus way off in the distance. Those are spike strips that failed. Oh, and in case I forgot to mention, this video, I believe, also is titled Top 10 Reasons Not to Buy a Used Police Car. And you can just tick them off right there. The floor in it, just revving the engine, red line, that's probably one of them. Yes, this is totally GTA 5. Grand Theft Auto.
Dispatch information, 5 units ahead. They're missing stop sticks by going into the right ditch.
So all the stop sticks are in the middle of the road. All the cops have to wait for the stop sticks to be pulled out because the officer left them in the middle of the road. He missed the stop sticks. He went to the right ditch. Green light, now go, cops are catching up. The thief is 32 years old. Was stolen in Cincinnati, Ohio, crossing the state lines into Indiana. Yes, this is deserving of the big screen. I definitely would do it. But take a look at the sky. Would you look at that? That looks like a postcard. Honestly, somebody snap a picture of this and ship it to like National Geographic or something. Male, 32-year-old driver, not his school bus. That's what we know so far. It was started by the driver of the school bus because he's not supposed to be the driver of the school bus. No kids on board. This gets really good really quick here. Seriously though, when do you get fluffy white clouds like that are just beautiful? Green trees, fluffy clouds. Yeah, he really dialed it up a notch as far as his severity when he crossed the state line. I might jump ahead just a tiny bit. All the cops are like jockeying for position. Somebody wants to be primary on this, and I don't know why, but all these 6 cars are all wishing they were right behind the bus. I believe right now we're in Indiana. This is picked up in Indiana. It started in Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio. Rudy Patootie, you're going to hear that sound a lot because guess what? We are headed off-road. The highway is not good enough for us. When there's a good cornfield nearby, take it. Bus driver is headed off-road, and we've got music to match. The cops don't know what to do. See, plenty of cop cars around. Let's decide what we should do. Oh, I know. Let's follow the school bus into the field. Of course. What could go wrong? Nothing. Just a little bump. That'll buff out. It's all right. Oh, yes, and then this happens. This is the next 30 minutes look like that. Yes, this field. This is freshly planted. These green shoots popping up here are not just volunteers left over from the harvest. No, this is a new crop that the farmer was hoping to be able to harvest later on in the season. And so in order to help the farmer out, they decided to drive in single file line so as not to damage. No, wait, they're going side by side, probably 18 cars deep through this field. Yes, now what's on the other side of the field? Well, probably another ditch. It looks like the school bus found it and went over and it's going to the left. Now the police cars are going to find the ditch. And this is reason number 2 why not to buy a police car. Yeah, that'll buff out. Let's test that engine again. Yep, still red lines. Oh, pothole. Reason number 3. Yeah, the price of corn is actually going to skyrocket after this chase. Very few fields left untouched. Look at the looks like the officer in front tried to use his windshield wiper, and it like sprayed some water on the rear window. Now it's just like mud strips down the back of his window. Oh my goodness. Yes, we're going to add that to his bill. Not just the cost of the school bus, because I believe he does total out the school bus, or does a pretty near job of it. But he's also got to pay for all this damage, probably to the police cars as well, which means he'll be making license plates for a long, long time to pay this off. We're actually getting to one of the more dangerous parts of this chase. As you can see, we're going to a more populated area. Not to pick up kids as the school bus normally would, but just to blaze through the area. We're going to pass churches, houses, lawsuits coming, for sure. I did choose this music. All right, we might bring that song back again as necessary, because we have another 45 minutes of the chase, or 40 minutes of the chase to go on.
And we are not going to be able to watch all of that, unfortunately. We're going to have to bring that to an end. I want to close with some music, some good music. But I also have to take a minute and just say, as all the fun memories we've had, for many people, the 2024 was a very hard year. Many people lost loved ones, people that are close to the community. We've lost wonderful creators. We've lost amazing moderators, members in chat that we know and love and saw a lot of. We lost, and often, some of us have lost family members as well. Although we're looking back at the lighter times, it's appropriate to take a minute and think about those people we've lost, and to take a moment to think about them and remember the memories we made with them. I think that's what most of them would like us to do, is to think about the happy times as we're moving forward. It's impossible to fill the hole that a loved one leaves when they leave you. But looking back and thinking of the memories helps to not feel that ache quite so much. So for all those who are feeling that heartache right now, thoughts and prayers for you. Know that we're here together. It's like a big family, big virtual hug all the way around. But here's to a wonderful and prosperous new year. and with many more happy memories with good friends and family. So thank you all very much for that. That said, for the last time in 2024, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for all the nominations. I realized there were nearly 100 nominations made. We didn't get to nearly all of them. They were wonderful, amazing. It was just, we would have had to take all week to do all of them. I've got to thank Amber. I've got to thank Red Pen. I've got to thank Mrs. R8. All of them instrumental in putting this together. Making the links something that I can work with, and finding the links so we can play videos and everything else. It's absolutely amazing. This is the best community ever. This is my dream come true, to be a YouTube content creator. I never thought this would happen. I love every day of it. There's never a day I wake up and I think, oh, I have to go to work. Thank you for that. That was good timing, Jen. I saw that. I love what I do, and I love mostly what I do because of the people I get to do it with, and that's you guys. Thank you so much for being this community, for being that person day in and day out that helps welcome other people, that makes this so much fun, makes it grow like it does. Tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love. Smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better, and please stay safe till we go live again in the new year. In the new year, we're going to go live. In 2025, we're taking tomorrow off. It's a happy New Year day. Stay up late, drink a little bit of soda. I'll probably have some Mountain Dew. Drive safe. Please be safe. Honestly, please be safe this weekend and this evening. And watch out for the crazy people, because they're all over the roads. We'll see you guys on the day after tomorrow. How about that? Love y'all. Happy New Year. We'll see you.
Because he's the guy.
scratch all that. Oh, that was terrible. I apologize.